Yeah. Yes, people. Welcome to the Euros, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peter. I think I'm an England fan for this tournament. I'm not entirely sure, but I am here representing for the European masses. Joined by Oscar. I don't know what team. Who's your team?
We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Come on, guys. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. Game week 1.
What does your name say?
It says Il vient à la maison.
Mason, what?
That means it's coming home. That's what
House.
This guy.
He says
but
it's
I put it
coming
in
home.
French. Obviously, we're watching France right now, so I put it in French.
That's a sick gimmick.
It's a sick gimmick.
Do you know what's
Slovakia, yeah?
You know, Ramé la coupe à la maison also means it's coming home.
No, that's it's the same meaning. But
I would have rated it if you did it more. If you did it that way.
No, but that's a different. That's not the actual. That's we're bringing the cup home.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
But it's not. It's coming home. It's coming home.
Hey, yo, blood. This ain't Rosetta Stone, bro. I don't give a monkey's blood.
Yeah,
what it is.
I heard that. Go ahead.
Grumpy Dave is in the building. All right.
Stepping, blood.
Grumpy Dave. I'm joined by Uncle Dave, England fan.
What want people, blood? What's going on, cuz, isn't it? 3 points. A lot to discuss, though, still.
A lot.
Hey, what? So just off the bat, can I just ask, are we all England fans for this tournament? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, who else are we gonna back?
No. I'm a pessimistic England fan, mate.
Yeah, but that's fine. You can be pessimistic, but we're rooting for England. The only one who's not is next.
Yeah, no, I just didn't know whether or not you man are actually England fans or not.
No, I might be rooting for the haggis, bruv. You never know, bruv.
Hey, we'll get into the haggis later. Joined by Robinho, an England fan.
Speaking of the haggis,
Man's got that.
Man got the iron brew, yeah. Yeah, done, no?
Iron brew.
I'm gonna be drinking up the Scottish tears.
How much did that cost you, Robert? 47p?
This is actually free, my guy, from work.
Oh, man.
If it's from work, then it's not free.
What's the other drink? Is it called bar? Is it bar?
Yeah,
it's like horrid. Horrid.
I can't lie.
It's like 60p for like 2 liters.
In the UK.
Baraka, it's not that lit.
It's not that bad. It's actually not that bad.
Oh,
It's nice.
I will die on this hill.
I don't think you should die at all.
I'll die on this.
How many people drinking iron brew?
If they discontinued iron brew, I think you should still live.
I'll be sad. I'll be very, very sad.
Tizer.
Tizer's out there.
Tizer.
That's right.
I've not seen a Tizer in years.
All of them still exist.
To be fair, I've not seen Tizer in years.
Nah,
Tizer was alright, you know.
Tizer is not in circulation.
I've seen Tizer recently.
No, you haven't. What?
You know that same company that makes
now.
The company that makes them, I think, is called Bar. And I think they've got like a whole.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Bar's got sections because they make the cream soda and all them drinks.
Yeah, all them things there.
Yeah, you're right. Bar make Tizer and it's still in
New camera, P.
New camera? No, I just moved position.
All right. Let's bring Adrian. Adrian, well gone.
Yes. I said true, yeah. Big up to AD. What's going on, AD? England fan?
England fan, man. But speaking of England, I just want to shout out someone that unfortunately never played for England. Scored 82 Premier League goals. R.I.P. Kevin Campbell, man. You know what?
He has 4 England caps.
No, I feel like that was his stat. Apparently, he's the highest scoring player in Premier League history to never play for England.
Bro, I swear I read that he had 4 England caps.
Maybe 3.
Maybe.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. Very good point, though.
Yeah,
very, very sad. 54 years of age.
I had the actual privilege of meeting him on the multiple occasions, bro. He was a really nice guy, man. He was really, really cool. Like, he's one of them ones. He saw I don't know if it's just a case he saw another black person or whether it was just a good vibe. But every time he saw me, every time I saw him, it wasn't even like, oh, hi, Kevin, nice to meet you. From a distance, it would just be like that. And that was it. That was literally it. And
He struck me as one of them, like your Ian Wrights,
he's
you know what I
exactly
mean?
like Ian Wright. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he was actually just a nice guy, like, and he used to jump on like bare Arsenal podcasts, like people that weren't even necessarily like known or whatever. He would jump on them and just chat Arsenal. Like he loved talking Arsenal, and obviously he was former, I think, Everton, Leicester as well. I think Forest. So he had a few clubs in there as well. And yeah, man, it was just weird, like, because I heard he was ill like about a month ago, but I thought like nothing of it. You know what I mean? And then, like, oh yeah, okay, if he's not well, it's like Alan Hansen right now is not well, apparently, right? So it's them ones where you think, okay, is he not well? Like, as in we should be concerned, or is it a case of because Kevin was recovering at some stage? So at one point he was recovering, and then all of a sudden, next thing you hear, oh yeah, unfortunately he's passed away. So Arsenal legend, you know what I mean? So big up Kevin Campbell, man, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one video I saw of him. It was outside Goodison Park, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's wearing wearing a suit, and he's wearing like an Everton bucket hat, and like all the fans are just singing his name. He's walking around to the fans, hugging them. It almost that one almost got me, man. Almost got me. I was like, oh man, this seems like a really lovely bloke by all accounts as well.
No,
man is 54 years old. Like
that's nothing. That's actually nothing. Like when you think about it, that's older than our parents. Sorry, younger than our parents. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if your parents are 54, but like, do you know what I mean? That's younger than certain man's parents.
We remember him playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember him playing for Everton. Funny enough, Everton, definitely. And then obviously just seeing him and Wrighty and like your Paul Davis, Rocastles, they remind me of like the Black Arsenal type thing. Do you know what I mean? Of the early 90s. So yeah, man, gutted.
I guess, Peter, for you, I mean, I don't know your origin story for supporting Arsenal, but I reckon those, your likes of your Rocky Rocastles, your Wrighties, your Kevin Campbells, that may have played a big part into why you even support Arsenal today.
Do you know what? Ian Wright was a big one because I remember like when because my dad was an Arsenal fan, but then for years didn't really admit it. But whenever like it came to talking about football, Arsenal was all he spoke about. And I have a feeling, especially like if you watch Premier League football, English football in the 80s and early 90s, you're looking at clubs and stuff like that, thinking of which team to support. I think my dad probably just gravitated toward Arsenal because it was like the only one that could probably relate. Do you know what I mean? And then there was like a lot of black players in the Arsenal team from like even Viv Andersons and people like that. There was a lot of black players from day. Michael Thomas, Paul Davis. It's been forever. Like we've forever had them, it feels like. And yeah, so obviously Ian Wright was there, and then like Anelka was there, Vieira was there. Like when I think about my first years of watching Arsenal, it was probably like 97, around that time. So it was more so your Ian Wrights, Vieiras, Anelkas, people like that. So yeah, it was quite interesting, But then as a kid, I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even think about, this one relates to me. Like I was too young to even care about any of that stuff, representation and all that kind of stuff. I was not awake to that sort of thing. So yeah, there's been a chance in Dusseldorf. I don't know if anyone's been keeping up to date at the moment with the France game.
Yeah, man.
Kylian Mbappe coming close.
Mbappe, man, sort that out, man.
Mbappe for a goal. It was first shot of the tournament. Let him get that off.
Yeah,
went wide. Still looking for his first Euros goal, but we'll see if he gets it tonight.
You're a disgrace.
It's a chance that it's a chance that at the end of the game, it's a big chance. But at the beginning of the game, it's not that big of a chance. Do you know what I mean?
That should be a yellow card, though. Man took him out, blood.
Nat says it was nice to see Trabzonspor as well pay tribute to him. Oh, I didn't know that. Big up to them, man. Big up to the Turkish gang. Before we get things rolling, obviously the dice rolling, you know how we like to do. What was your highlights of the week? Oscar, we'll start with you.
I watched two incredible documentaries on the BBC that I think you guys should all watch. The first one was Rooney 2004 Euros. They've got a half an hour doc on his experience going to the European Championships and as a young boy, his first debut breakout tournament. He was still at Everton when he went. And obviously the way he just became the focal point of the England team from that and lit up the first few games. It gave an interesting view of tournament football from an England perspective, and obviously seeing all the players like Lampard, Gerrard, Beckham, flipping. Man said BBC, hey yo, this guy needs to chill out. You lot got to chill.
Wow.
But anyway, I was watching this Rooney documentary and obviously seeing the opening game when they played France, and bro, Rooney just had them up, completely had them up. I'm sure you lot have seen the comps because it's 20 years since then. But yeah, no, good insight to tournament football and obviously the Euros. And then on BBC iPlayer, there's another documentary called The Three Musketeers, which I highly recommend. Yeah, it talks about the 1998 World Cup and it focuses on Beckham's journey with England, Ronaldo's journey with Brazil, and Zinedine Zidane's journey with France.
God.
So it's like the Three Musketeers that eventually became Galacticos afterwards. But it talks about their story through the 98 World Cup. Obviously, with Beckham, we know the Beckham story of him getting sent off and Glenn Hoddle and his beef. If you watch Beckham's documentary, it's all in there. But in the Ronaldo story of him, you know, being the guy, he's won World Player of the Year twice, and they already want his hopes on the Brazil squad. And then you've got, you know, he gets to the final and there's the whole, will he start, won't he start debacle. That whole thing is mad. And then obviously Zidane. And what I didn't know is, because that was like my first intro to football, I didn't know that France team, nobody thought they were going to win anything. Like everybody in France thought that team was trash. They had no hopes of winning the World Cup, and they went and slapped the whole thing. And you know, you've got interviews from like Petit and like Djorkaeff and some of the players there talking about how nobody believed in them, but they went and won the World Cup. So great documentary and great mindset framing for the tournament, because I've been watching this tournament now with that lens, looking at how the icons who won it turned out, and it's skewed my perspective on certain games, and I'm sure we'll get into it today when we talk about the football. But two excellent documentaries that I recommend everyone go and watch if you love football.
Yeah, do you know what's funny about France 98? I never thought France were a good side either at the time. I remember just like as a kid thinking, oh, France, it's nothing, whatever. When they got to the final, I was like, what's going on here? What are they doing in the final? And as a kid, I thought, home field advantage is a thing. Like, it's actually a real thing. So for years, I remember thinking, I just thought Zidane was the only player in France, really. And that was more or less it. Like, besides...
Well, they had two Arsenal players. So how could that happen?
Because I didn't think they would win. Like, I know we had Petit and Vieira, but
Vieira, who just won you the league, by the way.
I know. Wasn't Anelka in that squad? Or did he
he's probably in the squads because Thierry
Anelka doesn't feature in the documentary, so I don't really know.
A young Thierry Henry.
Yeah, TT was
there. But Henry, that was before Henry came to the UK, so we didn't really know him too tough.
Yeah. It was like an aging Desailly. Then you had like your LeBeufs, people like that.
That's crazy. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
He was 29.
Yeah. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Like none of France believe it.
Yeah, bro. They show a clip here of them interviewing people in the street, and some of them are like, yeah, we're hosting it, but that's all I care about, the fact that we're hosting it. None of them care about the actual tournament because they don't believe France have a chance. It's mad.
But I think it's tournaments like France 98 that made these players legends.
I agree. Of course.
I feel like before that, they wouldn't have been. A lot of that side wouldn't have been. Do you know what I mean? Even if what they did for their country. I know that Deschamps and people like that won the Champions League, but at the same time,
I got a boy who's French, grew up in France. I talked to him about the Euros. He doesn't have a hope for France this year. He thinks this French team is washed. He thinks they're not that good. And obviously, a lot of us have tipped them to be the favourites. So there is a lot of pessimism internally. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, they got Willie Saliba at the back, so that's a good start. David,
we will see.
Of course it is. David, what is your highlight of the week? If you got one.
I don't really have one. I think we've seen some good games, in it. I've been watching football.
Yeah,
it's been a good start. You had your few drabs and that, but yeah, most of the part you've seen goals in it. So
absolutely. AD, what's your highlight of the week?
Just been counting down the days to the top 4 podcast. To be fair, no, it's nothing really of note.
I'm loving the love.
The countdown is over. We're here, baby. Let's go.
We're here. We're live and direct.
We are live and direct. What about Robinho?
So my highlight of the week has been the Euros, and I have a new quote that I have been dying at. Someone on Twitter said, some of these Eastern European teams need some immigration in their life, and they will be set. I died. They said they need a little uncle here, and you'll get an Ola Shevchenko, and you're good to go.
Ola Shevchenko.
Yo,
That's
too
crazy.
That's too funny. I can't lie.
I have died. I
That's
have
a
died at that
Ola
statement.
Shevchenko.
That's actually too funny.
It's true. On that note, guys, keep your eyes peeled. Bulgaria have got a black kid called Steven Gerrard. He's about 15, 16. Keep your eyes peeled.
No, I don't believe you.
No.
Look at. It's good.
Man said they've got a player called Steven Gerrard, a black kid called Steven Gerrard.
As in, his first name's Steven, his middle name is Gerrard, his surname's something else. So I think his parents are like big Liverpool fans, and apparently he's really, really good. Keep your eyes peeled.
They will be peeled.
That statement had me dying. I think it was during the Serbia game. I was just like, no, I was thinking about it.
The statement's friggin' ridiculous, mate. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Will this do any better?
That's wild.
You know? But, man, it's just Euros.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off that one, Robinho. I'm actually you know what? When it comes to international football, I'm normally the guy that's like, too much football, I'm done, I'm tired, let me sleep for a bit. When we get to the knockout stages, then I start to care a little bit more. But I have never been so pumped for a tournament, international tournament like this in such a long time. In such a long time. And so I was ready for that, opening day and everything else. And
you know what it feels like? It feels like, what you call it, just 12 or 32 just brand new teams that I just picked off here and nowhere and just see how they do. That's what it just feels like.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like this time around, it feels like there's a lot more surprise in the squads. Like there's a lot of different players playing together. I feel like, I don't know, there's no team that feels the same.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I think I'm with you guys on that one. I definitely am feeling the vibes.
Everything just feels fresh. It feels a little bit different. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Right, can I get into these comments, Pete?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Because I'm going to be quick. Because guys, I want to talk England. I'm going to be so real. We need to dive into that England talk. But first up, Nat says, question of the day: who is the biggest failed wonder kid of all time? I need one answer, guys. From him personally, it's Freddie Adu. He's on with Delict, which is a bit early. I think it's bold to go early. Any failed wonder kids, guys? Anyone's come after?
I think this one would only be due to injury. Pato.
I mean, okay. I feel like he still had a good career. Yeah. Failed wonder kids.
Freddie Adu's a bad one. I think that's really bad.
Freddie Adu's a big one, but that was Football Manager heavy though. That was Football Manager heavy.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just Football Manager. It was real life. It was real life. Bro.
I felt like
this kid. I think partially because he was American. This kid, they propped him in America as the star. Like he was going to be the kid. It didn't work. It was more than Football Manager.
What about Robinho's Tony Marshall?
Said it. That's a Tony Marshall. Like we all thought.
Fair, man. Fair.
Tony Marshall's a big one.
Nice yeah.
Fair. Ballon d'Or clause, man. That killed him.
That's a transfer, though. That's not fair, man. Come on, bro. I didn't tell him to put that in the contract.
No, but he was signed for a lot of money because he was meant to be a top player. Oh, can I give you a failed wonder kid?
Go on.
Mikhailo Mudryk.
Yo.
We're going to talk about that game. We're going to talk about that game today.
Yo.
You know what? Yeah. What about there were two players from Vasco da Gama. Do you guys remember?
No.
And one of them was Lucas Moura, and then there was another one.
Oh, Lucas Piazon.
No, not Piazon. No, not him.
The other one was Coutinho, no?
Maybe Ganzo.
Yeah. Oh, Ganso, Pablo Henry.
Yes.
That's Santos, I think. Yeah.
It might be Ganzo. Ganzo is up there because I thought he was going to be the best thing ever. And the other one, what's his name? Is it Gabio? Oh, I forgot his name now. Gabigol. He played for Inter.
What's his name again?
Brazilian kid. Oh, flipping hell.
Yeah. He came up in the same era as Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I said Ravel Morrison, you know.
Ravel Morrison, man. He could have gone
on Ravel Morrison. It's not necessarily a failed wonder kid, but I watched I think this week or last week, I watched a now Ranger interview. And you just look at it wasn't necessarily going to be a world beater, but he certainly had a Premier League career in him, and you just look at all the opportunities that just slipped through his fingers, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like Adrian watches a Now Ranger interview every month.
Brother, there's hella.
I feel like you've told me this story before.
I can only listen to one.
I kid you not. I've watched like 6 of them.
Yeah, I can only listen to one.
You know what's crazy, Oscar? There's always a new story. There's always a story that you haven't heard before that you hear this time, and you're like, brother. The new story I heard this time was it wasn't even that bad, but apparently he bought a Range Rover with like his big first contract, and then he like parked and he hid it round the corner, and then they found it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, it's always something with that guy. Always something.
Bojan for me, man.
Bojan's a good one.
I thought Bojan was going to be the next Messi.
He come up in the wrong era, man.
Huh?
Yeah. He went to Stoke. That was his problem.
What era?
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
was
look,
good,
you got Pedro, Villa, and thing. Messi. Like it is.
Yeah.
That one I can't say for not trying in it.
I don't think Charlie Musonda's fair because he just got injured. Like it's not like he played and didn't turn out to be what he was meant to be. He just
where is he?
Bro, I think he retired, bro. Or he plays in like some low tier.
I remember there's one time, the Chelsea fans were chanting his name and he started crying. I said, "You're not built for it, man.
He's not built for it.
Not cut out for it, man. Too swept up with it."
Oh dear.
All right, bro. He plays in the second tier of Belgium. Sorry, man.
Oh, guys, what's the name of this guy? Yeah, I think he used to play for Milan. He used to be skillful.
El Shaarawy?
I think
that's about
no, he had that kind of name. He was like Arabian, kind of.
Oh, Arabian.
He was silky, like it was tech tough. Matser? Is it like Hakeem Matser or something like that?
You're gonna have to.
I think you're gonna have to Google, mate.
I know that one. No, Hakeem Matser. This guy, when I say he was so sick, he was like skillful. They're doing adverts on him, all of that sort of stuff. He was meant to be the next big thing. He went to Milan. Matser, and it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out for him.
Let me breeze through these comments so we can get to the actual football. Baraka says, "Hello to the greatest football podcast ever on a Monday afternoon. When Southgate and Berhalter, who's that, continue to show why they're two hideous brothers. Is that the US coach?
Yeah, man.
Fair enough. Nat said you man need to hear this.
Did you hear the Slovenia commentary?
I didn't hear it. I saw the clip.
He lost it. He lost his head. He lost his head.
Yes, my Slovenians, bruv. Come on, let's go.
As you should lose your head. Asad says, during international tournaments, I really question my love for footy because outside of Chelsea, I don't think I care about football. Haven't watched a single game. Not watching a single game is that L. That's
a big L.
I think we can all kind of relate to the beginning because sometimes you feel like it is a bit long, but this is on you. The Euros has been really, really enjoyable. All of the games have been really good. So dive in, enjoy yourself, and get into that.
Am I wrong for thinking there's better quality control at the Euros than the World Cup? Like generally speaking, the games tend to be at a higher level. Was that just?
No, I think they used to be. I think they used to be when it was 16 teams because there was no There used to be a group stage from the group stage in the quarters straight. So it used to be bang, bang, bang. But now they've got you got the third place going through. You know, what I mean, you got teams like Scotland who got slapped today. Who else got slapped? Ukraine got slapped today. All these teams are getting slapped. They still have a high chance of going through.
It's okay, right. What game is this?
Yeah, I'm about to say that is a long game, Nosk.
What?
You said Scotland got slapped today.
You know what I mean? They got slapped. But my point is, you can play really bad and make it through on the third place. So I think in the next round, there's going to be some low quality teams against high quality teams. So I don't think that. And I think
Mbappe said it's harder to win the Euros than the World Cup. I was like,
it's true. I've always thought that.
On what world is that true?
I've always thought that because, for example, before like you said, when the Euros was 16 teams, your groups were hard. Do you know what I mean? Like your groups were hard, and then there was no mucking about, straight to the quarters, and it was just, it was literally not even luck of the draw. You got to just perform on the night. With the World Cup, man. With the World Cup, you look at England in the World Cup. They're playing Iran. They're beating Panama. You're getting teams here and there.
Yeah, you get a couple teams for the Oceania.
You actually get in this 24 team Euros. You're getting teams. You're getting what they call them? What's the term they call? Like you're getting teams that you can slap up. Basically, you're getting a few of those. Like no disrespect, right? But you're your people that we don't hold in high esteem, like your Slovenia, Slovakias, Georgias, people like that, you don't necessarily hold them in high regard and don't expect them to go anywhere further. Back in the day, the hardest Euro, so let's say the easiest team in the Euros would be like a Poland. That would be your easiest team, and they're no mugs. Whereas now it's like, you know, the World Cup you can get anything.
But I don't think it's that, because you're coming up against different challenges. You're coming up against flipping Chileans and flipping there's different propositions. Like there's different propositions. Like I don't know. I think the World Cup
and also when the World Cup, you actually come against top dogs towards the end. So it's just like,
towards the end, yes. But again, you know, when you look at World Cups, how many of them have got? How many of the last 8 are European? A considerable amount. You know what I mean? A considerable amount. So, you know, okay, fair enough, maybe because they got the majority qualify. But nonetheless.
Yeah, it
means they're good. That's what I'm trying to say. They're good.
Not last year.
Yeah, not last year.
What was last year's Final Four?
We had Morocco, Argentina,
France.
What was the fourth one?
It wasn't Portugal, because Portugal lost to Morocco.
Oh yeah,
we saw Ronaldo cry.
Spain, I think probably. Is it Spain? Maybe.
Who did Croatia?
Croatia.
It was Croatia. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Argentina, Croatia, France, Morocco. Yeah. I don't know. It's an opinion based thing. There's no right or wrong answer there, really.
Yeah.
Tahar says Copa America is horrible in terms of quality. Robin, do you want to say one thing before we get into it?
No, I was saying, anywho, let's actually talk about the Euros. Talk about
let's move in.
Should we
I did want to see one comment. Yeah, Mirad, hold that. You gotta be a good boy tomorrow. Look at his comment. He's got Ofsted.
Oh, well, I didn't see that one. Oh, sorry. Good evening to the Great Football Podcast there on a Monday night when the worst news possible is received. Ofsted tomorrow. Listen, you gotta be outstanding, my guy. You have to be outstanding. There's no other way to word it. There's no other way to
it. Hang on a minute. They've told him today for tomorrow.
Yeah, mate.
Nah, he must have already known. But also, I think it's a scam that you know.
It's a scam.
It's a scam that you know.
Rock up
Well,
on a
pull up.
and be
It's
like,
a scam. It's a scam. If you,
What's good? They should put up on the burner like, I'm outside now. What's good? Let me see. Let me see.
If you man worked in retail, you knew about that mystery shopper. It just came on site, bro. It was on site, like, and this is the score we got. We found out we had a mystery shopper the day after it happened.
He said we get the call the afternoon before.
You know when you call an emergency assembly.
You know when sometimes at work, you know when a chill day is. When the week's gonna be hectic, and you know when it's gonna be chill. You might be thinking, this is gonna be a chill day at work. I got easy lessons. All of a sudden, Ofsted pull up.
Nah.
Now that's when you're the annoying kid wants to act up in class. You can't even shout. On Ofsted Day.
Get the hell out of here. Let's get into the chat. No.
Anyways, let's continue. But that comment is awful.
Yeah. Now, look at what Endo's saying is true though. Imagine one of your students tries to act up in front of Ofsted. What can you say? What can you say?
That's what unless the kid probably acted up.
I swear they got rid of them. They were hidden.
Yeah, they hid all the bad kids.
Don't come in today. It's all right.
That's a fit park, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. England kicked things off with a 1-0 win against Serbia in Gelsenkirchen, home of Schalke 04 Football Club. Mixed reviews, it seems like. Some people are happy, some people are a bit concerned, this, that, and the other.
Hella mixed, bro.
It's hella mixed reviews. I want to know what your thoughts are. I mean, I can give you my opinion at the end, but I want to know, like, first of all, who's actually happy about this result?
I think for the first 20 minutes here, we're looking silky, bro.
Half hour.
Silky.
We're looking
half hour.
Yeah, first, but I don't know what happened, bro.
I'll tell you what happened. We went 1-0 up. The manager said, "All right, boys, let's pack up shop." And I said,
"You need to bring evidence."
I need to understand why did we suddenly just take off the book and decided to go defensive? Every player went defensive. That has to be a tactic thing. It can't be just now, but it's not going to play anymore.
I got to stop you right there. I
need some evidence, blood.
I completely disagree. This, for me, is one where I don't actually blame Southgate at all. I genuinely think the players either got tired or just stopped forcing the issue. I think if you look at the way that they played throughout the game, like you said, David, first half an hour, they were on top of the game, moving the ball, dominating, had the ball in the opposition half the entire game, and were trying to create something. It was hard. They weren't as creative as I would have liked them to be, but they were positive. They were trying to force the issue. Trent was doing his thing on the right alongside Saka. The left side we'll get onto later. But
we will get onto the left side.
But England were positive. They were trying a lot of new, innovative things, and it felt fresh. Walker making those runs down, trying to overlap with Saka. I liked it. I liked what I was seeing. But as David said, about half an hour into the game, we'll just ease up. And this is what happens in football. You know, sometimes the weaker opposition or the other team, they get a hold of the game, they start pinging it about, start making chances. This happens to even the best teams in the Premier League. For example, you watch Arsenal games where they dominate for, let's say, 60 minutes, and then there's a 10-minute spell where a West Ham or whoever will get their foot on the ball and start trying to do something. That's normal. However, what I think I saw in the second half was players a little bit tired, a little bit out of ideas, and a little bit resting on their laurels with the fact that they were 1-0 up. And I don't necessarily blame Gareth Southgate for the demeanor of the players and how the game panned out. I don't know about you guys.
I just feel like in the second half, if it was a more like competent team, and there's nothing against Serbia because they played very well, we would have conceded.
Yeah.
There.
You believe it? Do you believe that?
Not bare.
Do you believe we would have conceded?
I genuinely believe we would have conceded.
Because my most impressive thing on the day, on the day is that Serbia had one shot on target. That was the most impressive thing for me in that England performance. And the fact that a defense that everybody was kind of worried about, concerned about heading into the tournament because we don't have a left back. We've got Marcus Gay in the middle, who obviously hasn't had.
He had a fantastic match.
Fantastic. He was Mark. Sorry, apologies, Mark. We had Mark G at the centre half, who was better than Stones. In fact, felt like he was covering Stones. And the thing is, he was phenomenal. It was brilliant performance. The thing is, if anything, I looked at it from the fact of, wow, England could actually withstand some sort of suffering. Because it was good to see England. I mean, Southgate even mentioned it himself. He said it was good for us to suffer early because it'll give us some experience. What I saw was a team where, as you lot mentioned in the first half, a team that was gelling together, playing well, playing good football together. And, they took the lead. And when you take the lead, you're not in a vulnerable position, but, Serbia will respond to that. And it looked like an England side who, in the beginning, it was like proper adrenaline they were in the groove, they were running. And then once the wind started blowing the other way, England had to adapt to, all right, how do we get out of the funk and get back to playing some of our good football? And it's down to the fact that there's no experience in this side being together, playing together. I feel like the most important thing in these group stages, Southgate keeps the same 11 as is and keeps playing them, because by the time we get to the knockouts, they would have all had the gelling moment together. They would have all had their games. They would have all had their moment, and even just like bringing on like Gallagher and Bowen, and people were sort of questioning that. I thought that was superb substitutions because England needed something to just stop the attack from Serbia. I would have liked them maybe 10 minutes a bit earlier on. I would have liked to see Gallagher come on a little bit earlier. But again, I think it's just all about getting the mileage.
I don't know.
At the first, at the beginning,
I wasn't
the mileage in there. So I was a fan of England's performance on the day, and I was very much happy with the fact that we took a 1-0 lead, kept a clean sheet, withstood some pressure, and it's the fact that you got to look at the body language of the players. When you look at a Foden, not Foden, you looked at a Bellingham, for example. I think he was talking with somebody on the bench, and the commentator said, "I don't know how can they both be sort of smiling in a sense, like." Aren't they feeling nervous as we are? And it's like, no, they've got a completely different mindset to what the fans think. Their mindset is, no, we're 1-0 up. Like, don't worry about this. We'll get this done. And it kind of reminds me of how Arsenal are away from home. When do you remember I used to say things like Arsenal were in control of the game, no matter what, we were in control of the game. So like I was never worried, I was never in doubt. And that's how it felt to me. It just felt like an England performance away from home where they just had it under control. That's what impressed me the most.
One thing I wanted to note in the post-match, if you watch all of the interviews, so I watched Bellingham's interview, Trippier did an interview, Kane did an interview, they are all shocked by the line of questioning they're getting from the interviewers. Like the interviewers are like, oh, hard fought out night. They're just saying stuff like, oh, England didn't perform the way they should have performed in the second half. All of them, Bellingham and Trippier in particular, they're both shocked by the questions they're hearing because they're like, bro, we dug in against a good Serbia side and we won the game. Like, what do you guys want, kind of thing. So it's funny that you say that because the boys were smiling at the end of the game.
Sorry. That's okay. That's my team, blood.
Yeah, it's okay. We also,
Austria are very close to going 1-0 up. Then,
they should have. They should be 1-0 up.
They should be 1-0 up.
Saliba pattern up, man.
They should have taken it. But going back to the England thing. Yeah, I think, Peter, what you're saying does represent, I think, how the players are feeling. I think the players felt like they put in a good performance and they won the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, would have loved the second goal. If that Harry Kane header went in, if it was just to the left or to the right, maybe everybody would look at this game a little bit differently. But I do think there is legitimacy to what Robin's saying and what a lot of people are saying is it didn't fill people with a lot of hope. It made us feel like, okay, if Serbia can stifle us and worry us a little bit, then when we get to a more trickier nation in the knockout phases, I don't know how much this side is going to...
football. But that's not football. But that's not football. That's not international football. It's not... So like in the Premier League, right, for example, if you struggle against Palace, then you're going to likely struggle against City and United and whatever else, right? But if you're in an international tournament where you can beat Russia 4-0 and then go out, do you know what I mean? To like anyone else that's like of your level, it's not the same in international football. Like it's on the day. It's not about which one. If we play a better opposition, I don't know, whatever. If they might say France or they might say Spain or whatever else like that. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, all right, fine. If you want to go ahead and go down that road, you can. It's the first game of the tournament.
Can we
everywhere?
I have a serious rebuttal for you because I don't actually agree with what you're saying. However, France have just taken the lead.
You lot and your spoilers, brother, all week, bro, especially you, Robin. Oh
my
God!
What do you mean? I said nothing, bro. I said nothing. I said nothing. No.
My team.
I said nothing. Don't come at me with false accusations. I said nothing.
Let me just so Mbappe gets to the byline, puts in an excellent ball. He's aiming for Dembele, I think, but it's headed home. It's an own goal. The shot from Mbappe was not going on target. So therefore, it is not Mbappe's first goal of the European Championships. However, it is a goal for France. And, France will be very happy. I mean, you can see them on the bench. Deschamps going crazy. 38 minutes in, they're 1-0 up. They're just happy to be ahead.
Come on,
Ralph.
A goal's a goal.
Come on.
A goal's a goal. You take it as you get it, Man is saying, don't spoil it for David. Shout Endu says, France.
No, but you know what? If this was normal Prem, I hear that. But man, then we are at home.
I want to know how quick is Oscar's, TV.
I'm watching live ITV.
I'm watching
TV. If you're watching on ITV Hub, then fair enough, you're going to be behind me. But I'm watching it live.
It's peak. If I'm
no one watches.
Shut up! I won't say nothing. David, you can react.
No one's watching TV anymore, man. Like, bro.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I won't spoil it. My bad. Okay.
He came out for no reason. Like I said something.
Yeah, because when Jude gone, man typed in Jude. I'm like, for flip's sake, like this guy.
Oh, what on the WhatsApp group?
On the group, bro.
I have to quickly do not disturb, boy.
I'm muted.
Yeah. I was watching.
Hey, Jude.
I was watching the England game, and when I was watching it, we were using the iPlayer stream, so I turned off notifications on WhatsApp. I said, I can't have you. I can't have Robin tell me goal. Robin's always first.
It's 2024.
He just says what happened. He doesn't even say his opinion. He just says goal. So you've ruined the goal for nothing.
That's all.
That was even like 10 seconds, you know.
Yeah. Is it, at least if he said what a goal or excellent finish, he just says goal. Like, bro,
Yeah.
God,
you're just ruining it to ruin it.
God. But even no, hold on. I have to stop this because in the group chat, I just shouted Jude.
Yeah.
No,
because there's a banger and it was on BBC.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Do you expect me to you guys to on a Sunday night to not have the TV on? Come on.
No, I was
TV?
out.
What is TV?
It's BBC
I wasn't home.
One.
I wasn't home.
Come on.
What is TV?
I wasn't
What is
home.
TV?
But yeah, we've got to be respectful. But I know I've learnt my lesson. I'm
End of the day,
taking
fix up the
notifications.
streams. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm taking off notification. I've learnt my lesson. I even had to take off my Sky Sports notifications because it tried to come up
Anyway.
England versus Serbia kickoff. I said, I don't want to see this. I don't want to know.
I have a couple questions.
Sky
I got a couple of questions.
Wait, can I rebuttal Peter first?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, Pete, you were talking about tournament football and how you can face a team that's like lower opposition, and then you face a team that's higher, or the other way around, and they can just knock you out. Like for example, in the last tournament, we saw France get knocked out by Switzerland, and it's like it doesn't always go in sequential order of how good the team is.
Yeah.
I hear you 1000%. However, we're not just judging England for Euro 2024. I get that there's new players. I get Trent's playing in midfield. I get we've got flipping, Gordon or Gerhi or whoever it is. We're judging a Southgate setup that we have seen now for 3 tournaments prior. And the criticism of Southgate teams has always been we win the games we're supposed to win. Whenever it gets a little bit techie, I think there's only one example of that Germany game at Wembley where England prevailed against a team that was difficult. And I think even Germans will tell you that team was kind of mid based on their expectations. So we've always felt like against against Croatia, when we came up against, who did we come up against? Even when we came up against Colombia on penalty, we had to get through on penalties. Even there's just Denmark last year in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Denmark extra time. It was extra time when we faced Denmark in Euros.
I understand the trauma of past tournaments, but I think when we beat Serbia the way we did, guys, we comfortably beat them. This is the thing I can't understand. We comfortably beat them, and yet it's a case of if we faced another team that's harder,
I'm not
where
gonna
would
lie.
we be?
I
I'm
won't say-
confused.
I won't say comfortable
It was controlled.
because no,
It was a
because I
controlled
say
game
that.
win.
I say that because that mistake Trent made, another team, hey, that's a goal.
Sure. The question is, should we have not scored more goals? I think we should have scored more goals. I think we should have been a little bit more fluid attacking-wise. I think that's just down to reps.
What I wanted to see, I'll give you an example. We'll get onto the game later. Even though the Italians went behind, you knew at some point they're going to score. They in control of that game. It was only a matter of time before they took the lead. We took the lead, and for some reason, we just took our gas off the pedal, mate.
But that's not necessarily true. There were chances for England to go 2 up after Bellingham scored.
And not only that, I think Serbia were just good second half. There's a difference between getting your foot off the gas and the other team being good.
Especially that first half. Nah, I'm sorry.
First half, I think you're right. I think there was a...
They were garbage, bro.
Because we were quite fluid in the first half, in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
But I think there's a part of it where I wonder if we watch it back. I think there's a part of it where probably Serbia's coaches and stuff said, "Look, guys, freaking tighten up. Like England are running us ragged at this moment in time, and if we're not careful, we could be 3 down." You know what I mean? So,
no, but that's what I want. That's what I'm saying. When we're running team ragged, like that Rooney, you were saying the documentary when Rooney was just playing out of his mind against France back in 2004. Like we had to score, bro.
Yeah, but we lost.
There, I know we lost that game because we didn't score in it. That's what I'm saying now.
Yeah,
you're on top.
Beckham got the penalty and he missed it. But I think I'm being dead serious. Like to David's point, when England were on top in that game, number one, they scored first goal, Frank Lampard. I don't know. Then England kept the pressure on. Rooney was running them man scared. This is a top France team, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, England got a
European
penalty,
champion.
and then Beckham missed the penalty, and then the tide slowly turned from there. And in the last 10 minutes of the game, France went and won the game. And that's one of the best England
Can I
performances.
just discuss that game? Yes, I watched the comp on Twitter. Yeah, I did not remember how we lost that game, bruv, at the end of the 90, bruv.
Because it was 2 set pieces.
I
It was a free kicking penalty. I
was
mean,
just like, rah. Is that how we lost that game?
Your mate Gerrard,
There was Adrian's buddy Gerrard doing what he does best, giving the ball to the opposition.
Blind passes. No, I know. Dirty lads, man.
He's got more assists for Thierry Henry than Robert Pires. Flipping hell. The amount of goals he's given him in his career has been outrageous.
On a plate, on a silver platter. And he's got 4, you know?
Matters. I think he's got about 3 goals.
Against others,
Bro, I think Thierry Henry has scored 2 goals against Liverpool because of a Gerrard back pass and 1 against England because of a Gerrard back pass. I say it wasn't a goal, really. He got fouled, didn't he, for the penalty?
He gave away a penalty, mate.
Gave
And that's
away
a
a
group stage game as well, isn't it?
That was the first game in the group.
Mate.
Anyway,
What a ball. And
Great.
backs, man, sort it out, man. For flip's sake.
hey, David's behind. David is behind. I'm just looking at him,
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for him to react.
David, you are behind. I saw that 2 minutes ago.
Bruv, I'm a live TV expert. There's no TV. Actually, there is technically.
You know, you got to refresh, boy. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys. A comment from C1 has come in. Southgate is a crook. Robin, you're talking a lot about Southgate. What do you think Southgate did wrong in this game?
For me, so I wasn't a fan of his subs. Gallagher, I'll give. I thought Gallagher actually brought
the dog.
But yeah, I just felt like, but maybe because I was just twitchy and I was thinking, what the heck are we doing? Serbia can score in its second. I thought taking off Saka when he was having fun on that right hand side the whole game. I thought he was. I thought he was having fun.
Saka was, I think, was one of the best players in the first half. He absolutely bodied that right back. In the second half, he never really got past him.
No.
And do you know what? Pavlovic is not a right back, he's a centre back by trade. I know because I've got him on Football Manager, in it.
Bowen came on and created England's
David
best.
16 strikes, yeah? Minimum.
Nah, I don't know. But
What do you mean
also,
no?
the
I just said a fact. What do you mean no?
No, but I said no. I was like, nah.
Bowen created England's best chance in the second half.
Yeah, he did. He crossed.
Burn was phenomenal. The substitution.
Defensive work as well.
No.
Yeah, Gallagher was tremendous.
I
as well.
don't know what you guys are watching. I was not a fan.
Did I lie? Wait, did I lie when I just said that he created the
No,
chance?
he created, but it was only one, if I'm actually
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying he was great for the rest of it.
No, I was like, no, but there was some glaring issues that we brought back. Who is the left winger? That left-hand side is non-existent. Phil Foden did niche that game.
All right, question,
He
man.
did absolutely niche.
I was hoping Ernest was here, but he's not
Quick
here.
question, man. Yeah. How many left backs do we have officially? Like
We
left
have
foot.
one.
One,
One.
and he's injured.
and that is a stinker. Going further on into the tournament, that's going to be a stinker.
Yeah, I 1000% agree. But I feel like we knew this last week.
No, but actually watching the team actually play and just like that left side, just watching it, I'm like,
The left side is very, very bad. And for me, I feel like we could have benefited from having someone like Rashford there.
Can we also end this Trent in midfield experiment?
No chance. Are you crazy, Robin?
Yeah,
what are we talking about? Oh my God! You did not think he was good on Sunday. Oh my God!
He nearly cost us a goal.
Listen, yeah, a mistake in the midfield doesn't mean you get dropped from there. Okay,
I'm not saying not play. I'm not talking about
Gerrard's back passes.
I'm not saying not play him. I'm not saying not play him. I said
guys, no. Everyone needs to calm down.
Hear my opinion.
Foden at left wing. Wait there. Foden at left wing. Trent in the midfield. Keep it as it is. As I said earlier, we just need it to gel. We need time. We've got 3 group games. Okay, 1 down, 2 more to go. By the time they get to that quarter, not last 16, mate, the players will know each other. The gelling will be gelling. You know what I mean? We won't be talking about Phil Foden in this way. We won't be talking about Trent. We won't be talking about any of these players. We need to keep the stability. And the fact that England, the players have a completely different idea to what the fans are thinking in terms of how they performed, keep it that way. Keep it that frigging way. Because if who we play next? Is it
Denmark on Thursday.
The Danes on Thursday, and then that would be followed up by what is it, Slovenia?
Of course, Slovenia.
Yeah,
Slovenia.
I'm trying to remember if it was. I always get confused between them and Slovak. But yeah, making sure that by the time we play Denmark and Slovenia, guys, I'm sorry, I'm more confident after watching Sunday. I'm more confident about England beating these two teams in the next 2 games.
It's interesting. I do think England will beat Denmark on Thursday night. However, what you just said about they're going to get more games to gel. If England do beat Denmark, none of those players are going to play that third game. So we're not going to get that gelling time on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it would be silly. I think it would be silly not to play them.
They won't. That's the game where the Palmer and Gordon and all these players will play. That Eze will play. If England have won their first 2 games, there's no point playing Bellingham and Saka and Foden and all these guys.
But you need the continuity. You're going to play 8 games. You know what I mean? Max.
I think so, but I think Southgate will use the smart option of let's get these other boys some minutes and let's just rest the players that have been playing. I think Pete, I can't lie. It would be too naive for me to look at that left-hand side and say all they need is time. I think there has to be a look into either the way England are playing, because I kind of agree with you. I do think Foden should still be the one that starts on the left the next game, but I think there has to be an effort amongst those players to be like, okay, how do we get Foden more in the game? Because he was not in it. He was not there yesterday.
Sure.
And that's an issue too.
It was smelly. Like
him moving about the pitch, especially with not a left-footed left back, is an issue. You can't just roam for the sake of roaming, and you're not creating anything.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'll be specific. That's my issue. You didn't really do much.
Do you not think England went deliberately down the right-hand side because it was the stronger side? Hence why you lot are saying Saka was tremendous first half. All the football was coming down the right side.
But you should be able to have a left side too. Like every club has a. But what I'm saying is every club has a stronger side. I think you'd probably say for Arsenal when you guys play, the right hand side is a stronger side than the left. However, you can still create from the left with a Trossard or with a Martinelli. The left is not an option. Whereas it was not an option for England last night.
But I think had we actually tried to play down the left hand side, I think we would have still looked really good.
I think they did. What do you mean?
I don't feel like
we didn't make an attempt.
I didn't realize. I didn't see us going down the left.
We didn't go down the left
because we didn't progress down the left. That's why.
Yeah, but I never saw us. I never saw us. Every time I saw Rice,
maybe the ball stayed one side of the pitch.
Every time Rice took the ball, it went that way, and Trent was the only one that was probably trying to execute a long ball or whatever. But your Harry Kane's was not involved in the game. Didn't want any part of it for some reason.
Yeah. It was all favor.
So it was.
These are issues.
Yeah, but I think that requires time. I think that's just a gelling issue, in my opinion.
Nat says Peter's just an England optimist. I don't think that's the case.
No, I'm not really.
Also, you called him Nat. That's mean. That's
Endo. My bad, Endo.
So that's mean,
My bad, Endo.
No, I just think you take it for what it is. I think a lot of people come with feeling as opposed to what actually happened. When you actually look at what happened, okay, feelings can come from that. Don't get me wrong, but as in if people thought England were going to lose the game, could draw the game, anything of that nature, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Great save by Jordan Pickford though from Vlahovic. It was a great save.
Yeah, that's my. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just like, I don't know if I don't know where you're getting the optimism. Fair enough, you have it. I'm just not there.
What would change your mind? I mean, who are you most optimistic about in this tournament from the games you've seen so far?
The one that surprised. I'll say the one that surprised me most is Spain, because I thought they weren't on it like that.
So what's your optimism with them then? What's giving you optimism against them? Is it because they? I guess because I wasn't
expecting them to turn up. I thought it was going to be like the last couple tournaments Spain when they've been a bit meh. Whereas this time they're like, don't forget about us. This is what it was like. That's what it felt like.
I think Peter, it's not. I don't think it's even people focusing on other teams as such, as much as it is. There's a level of expectancy of how good these players are, and we want to see the best of the players. I feel like nobody came from that game saying we didn't get the best of Bellingham. Bellingham in that first half an hour, we saw greatness from Bellingham. We saw why he has that name. We saw Saka perform at a level of why he has that name. We want to see that from Kane. We want to see that from Foden. We want to see that from the other players in the team.
In fairness, though, with England as a whole, when you've watched England over the years, right, over the last 4, 5, 6 tournaments, like we've never had that though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so to me, like I'm in from the lens of it's never happened. So when I see solid performances and I see a result, I think, do you know what? England are doing it again. You know, like when 2018 was a surprise and we rode the wave, right? Yeah. Then 2020 we became expectant, right? So like it was like 2022, we became expectant. Sorry, 2020, and then the World Cup we became expectant, right? And I totally understand, but what we have to remember as well is I'm back in 2018 in terms of just the fact that not that we shouldn't expect anything from this team, but I've never seen them be fluid, attacking, dangerous, constantly. I've never seen them do that in tournaments, really. I've seen them play well. I've seen them have good games.
Aggressive. See, so you're telling me because you
aggressive. No, it's just people's. If you're asking, if we're questioning the optimism, my optimism comes from the fact that because I haven't seen the other side, what I'm seeing in this tournament so far is okay. England are back. It's normal service resumed, like they did in the World Cup, like they did in the Euros, especially in the Euros.
We've seen England play well for a couple of tournaments now, and we've seen England not win.
And they played well on Sunday and won.
No, I'm not talking about win against Serbia. I'm talking about win the tournament. We've seen them win games in tournaments before. This is not new to us.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you spoke about how in this tournament you're expecting these players to play well together, gel, and then the performances to get better in the latter stages. I think people are expecting that with the Southgate movement as a whole. People cannot still expect what we got in 2018 and be like, I'm getting it in 2024. That's great. No. I want this team to show evolution. And I want Southgate to show that, you've got mainstays in the team, like your Sakas, Rice, Harry Kane, Foden, who've been Bellingham's been at 3 tournaments. 3. This is the third time around. We were just talking about how a lot of these teams seem makeshift and new. England is the one where a lot of these players are familiar with each other. There's not many new faces in the England.
And it's not like we haven't got like DB players. We've got 2 player of the season players that are there.
Yeah.
Playmakers and all that. The highest scoring English person of all time, dumping up the Bundesliga. I'm like, it's not like these are brand new. So
no, they're not brand new, but you know your manager as well.
I know the manager.
The manager is part of this. Is part of this side at the end of the day. So, what? Listen, England played well on Sunday and got 3 points. They got a clean sheet and were in control. There's my optimism. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my optimism. I don't care who it's against.
But before the tournament, last week I was very much on the. Is very much on the it's coming home because the tournament hadn't started.
Yeah.
When the final whistle went, I said to myself, England are not winning this tournament. As if I didn't always believe it. I never thought England were going to win it anyway, but it was almost like an assurity to me that this side is just not going to do the unexpected.
Listen, I ranted last week why England won't win this tournament, unfortunately. And I feel like we let it go. I feel like
are you just in concession then? Are you just like, okay, we're not going to win, so therefore I can't be upset when they show signs of them?
Not necessarily, but it's like I'm gonna go in there and hoping England go all the way. You know what I'm saying? And today I'll take stock of what they've done, and this is what they've done. Can
you empathize with the people that are like that second half didn't fill me with any sense of a new dawn or a new beginning? Caesar Sands here has put like evolution of performance is a justified demand. But like, not how many England managers get 4 tournaments? Like, come on, how many international managers get 4 tournaments?
Not many do.
This is the 4th time around.
England have to earn the right to win these tournaments. You understand what I'm saying? Like they have to earn the right to win these tournaments.
What does that mean?
Well, in what tournament do you think England should have won it based on like in a sense of like you felt like how have they not won this?
The Euros.
Yeah, the last one.
The Euros.
The last one.
The Euros. And as I think it's a PTSD because our frustration with this game is England started the game very well, went 1-0 up, and after half an hour, the spark fizzled and they just let the game happen. And that's exactly what we saw against Russia. It's exactly what we saw against Italy. It just so happened that those two games went to, Russia game went to extra time. Sorry, not Russia, Croatia. Croatia in Russia went to extra time and then we lost. And then the Italy game went to penalties and then we lost. This game, we were lucky enough to see it out without conceding a goal. But the PTSD is still there. We still feel like, if this is a better team, one of those chances is going to go in and we're going to have to go into extra time with Mainu and Gallagher on the pitch. And obviously, we're gonna fail.
I feel like we're going to fail because of the squad selection. Absolutely. No, absolutely. You can't go to the tournament. England have no right to win this tournament. When you leave Grealish at home, you leave Rashford at home, you leave players of this ilk. You don't have the right to win it. So now we've got to see what players we do have, and they've got to perform at their best.
And that's the thing. Best. You've bought young players. Yeah, let's say this is your last tournament. You've decided, okay, let me just switch up the whole thing. You're gonna bring them in pressure games, and you're gonna have to turn to them, whether they've played a group game or not. Yeah, may go make a difference from that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the 11 he went with on Sunday was the 11 that I chose on the pod last week and for me, or the week before, whatever it was. And he has to stick to that 11, go again, get some minutes, get some mileage, get some reps, and we'll be okay. We'll still go far in this tournament.
Well, even if he knows it's the wrong thing to do.
Is it wrong?
Or even if we know it's the wrong thing to do.
Who says it's wrong? I don't agree that it's wrong.
I don't agree. Ernest says it's wrong. He says, why does Waistcoat think playing Trent is a justifiable decision when other midfielders bring more balance?
Because we're playing a different way. How many times have we spoken about England being very like rigid, very stagnant, can we get the leash off? And what I see, Southgate, one thing he must be applauded for, he's very positive. His team setup is very positive because Trent in midfield, all you're thinking about is not his defensive qualities, but his attacking qualities. You've got Foden because you have to get Foden in there, right? And play him wherever it is, left wing, by hook or by crook. Trippier the left back. Do we have to?
You have to?
I think so.
This is the question now.
Yeah, no, you do. England's the best player in the Premier League has to play. I'm sorry.
I've heard people say England should drop Kane. I've heard people say England should drop Foden. I've heard a lot of stuff in the last 48 hours.
We don't need to drop nobody. If we go with the same team, we'll beat Denmark and Slovenia. Unfortunately, like you said, we don't play to not play the same team in the third game. It's crazy to me.
But Peter, whilst I largely agree with you, I think that's people's main apprehension, isn't it? Because we'll beat Denmark. We'll cobble to a victory against Slovenia. What do we do when we back Germany? What do we do when we back Spain? What do we do when we back France?
When we've got that mileage, we will be there ready to play against the teams that we feel like we can beat, and we go for it. We've got teams that we're going to go for it literally with an attacking side. And go and say something. Go to France and step them up. Because what happened? Look, you lot have both just said it, right? You've said England start well, they get the goal, we then regress, we get beat. We don't take our chances, and that's PTSD for Southgate as well, where he's looked at it and thought, "Geez, we really needed 2, 3, 4, and then kill it."
Ooh.
Yeah,
Griezmann hit that all.
Surely, bro, a yellow card, bro.
Gotta be a yellow card. It's cynical.
Man, pushed him into the holding, bro.
So I don't know who it was, but an Austria player has just had a collision with Griezmann and he pushed him into the hoarding. Griezmann has come back with a cut across his head. Blood is pouring out like prime Cody Rhodes. It looks like he's blading.
Brother, that face straight in.
Wow.
I love that, though.
That could have killed him,
He needs to get booked.
Get some color on him. I like that.
Man, got some
raw.
That's the road in the 80s.
Yeah, man. Good flair, man. I love it.
In the Midwest.
Anyway, let's move on.
Made me feel it. Move on.
Anything else on England?
No, one more thing.
Quickly, man, quickly.
Is Jude him? That's what I want to ask.
Oh Jesus, not you as well, Robin. Flips.
Is Jude him?
Wait.
You know what?
We'll answer in 2 weeks.
I'm just
asking. Is Jude him?
I'm just tired.
Tired of what?
I'm tired of this. He's 20 years old. He's the man of the match in the game, and he's played phenomenal in the first half, and he was solid in the second half. And we're here talking about frigging Jude Bellingham. Next question.
Isn't that the point? Why can't we praise him?
Go on.
We can't praise him.
What's your answer, Robin?
I was just asking, like, is he that guy for England?
Is him?
Like, is he?
No, he's 20 years old. He's oh my God.
Wait, Pete, come on. A 20-year-old has just won England the game in the opener of the Euros.
Is he him? Is he him?
After winning
is
the
he
league
him?
and winning the Champions
League. Is he him?
We can't have a conversation about
Is
Jude?
he him?
Is he him?
Flipping hell.
Is he him? Because Pete, I watched a flipping documentary about an 18-year-old Wayne Rooney, and they were asking, is he him? And guess what? He was.
He was.
He was. Manchester United all-time top goal scorer, England all-time top goal scorer. He was him.
Part of the frigging issue at the minute. We ask about players when they're frigging in their frigging diapers. We're asking these questions.
Okay, I can't ask. I'm
gonna keep it a stack. We do
it all the time. We do it all the time. Yes, we do. We do it all the time. Like you said about Rooney. Like you said about Rooney. We were talking about this about Foden in his earlier, like a couple of seasons ago. We're talking about Foden. Leave it, Dele Alli. Leave it alone.
But why is everything he does so clean? Look, I think it's important. No, guys, did you not see? Yeah, when he does that volley pass back to Stones, and the glazing from ITV was just like, oh, look at the technique. He volleyed.
Frigging hard on
it wasn't a Serbia player in a 30-mile radius of him. Like, he just played an open ball. Pretty sure any player
could do that, you know.
Because I was gonna praise Saka and say, like, listen,
if this was Saka,
guys, can I just say, the physio who wrapped up things headband needs to be sacked.
Yeah, that was poor.
He needs to be sacked.
Yeah.
But it fell off. It fell off.
Well.
It's no Terry Butcher, I'll tell you that much.
Bro.
But all he needed was one wrap, good to go.
Wrap, off you go, blood.
Off you go, baby.
Nah, you lot are crack. You lot are so, bro. A man is 20 years old doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, let's move on.
The ad tax and everything he does. They should. He's 20 years old. Can we not marvel anymore?
Nah, I will say this. There were Jude watchers that game. There were definitely.
And you know what? Rightfully so.
There were Jude watchers.
There are so many times when Jude is average in a game, and the British media will talk about him on a Champions League night like he did the most. Like I remember when they played Man City, or even in the final. You know, he wasn't really in the game. This game, he was quite clearly the best player in that first half.
Do you know what?
And he did the one thing that English players need, or any team needs in a tournament. You need a player that's going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. We can't be talking about, Southgate every game. It's not Southgate. Southgate doesn't have his boots on. Southgate's not on the pitch. Sometimes a player like Jude Bellingham needs to say, give me the ball. I'm going to play the pass. I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to do what needs to be done to get the win. And 100%. It's great that we have a player with that mentality, because it's going to take us further than quality.
Yeah, you need the mentality.
You need balls.
He's got the mentality 1,000%. And the thing is, guys, let the English media lap it up. This is a black man who's getting praised. Guys, take it while you can. Take it while you frigging can.
No, pure. You see that slippery slope? Because if he misses a vital penalty, it's flipped upside down. And he's probably going to be number one.
We'll be the first to say it. We'll be the first to be like, where's the praise when he does well? Well, guess what? They're creaming him at the minute. So
I'm not blood.
Let's move it along. We'll move it along.
He did well playing in his natural position. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, he's a good player. Right, Germany destroyed Scotland on the opening day of the Euro, on the Friday night.
The Haggis is going home, bro.
Oh, the
The
flowers of
Haggis-
Scotland, eh?
Haggis is going home quickly, bro.
Guys,
Unserious team,
guys.
bro.
Scotland are not a serious team.
Hey, calma.
Scotland
Everyone just chill out.
are not a serious team. They
Nah,
came
but Oscar,
thinking. They came
no.
thinking like they're playing Motherwell.
it's
What
not,
is
no,
it?
Robin, no. It weren't even that. No, it weren't even that, bro. Them man thought they were Sheffield United playing Arsenal at home because they thought they could just sit back and let Germany just have the ball. What are you doing, Oscar? How many touches? Let me ask if you know, because this is your lover boy. How many touches did Che Adams have in this game? How many touches? How many touches did Che Adams have in the whole game?
Look, Big Che didn't get in the game, man. He didn't.
How many touches?
I don't know. What, 2? I don't know.
I heard 4. Now, in a game of 90 minutes at the European stage, in one of the biggest stages football can offer, 4 touches is not good enough.
How many touches did Harry Kane get?
I don't know.
What about
I don't know. Kane won though. Kane won.
Ah, there we go.
Kane won.
What's Che Adams? When have I ever been Che Adams?
Listen, Ernest knows, bro. You was on his bum from early. I was thinking, what the hell are you seeing this
Relax.
What are you seeing this guy for real?
on him? Like,
No, you don't relax. Yeah.
No, Oscar, on a real. From
I
day
just-
one,
I
I used
just
to be like, what do you see in this bloke?
I just like Che Adams. He's a big unit up top. Yeah, havoc for defenders. Yeah, havoc.
Mobile.
It's
Yeah.
not 2007. I
Huh?
say Premier League years 2007.
Have you been watching?
Go on.
Have you been watching? Val Venkor's come on and win his team the game. Have you been watching?
We'll
Have
get
you
to
been
the
watching flipping?
We will
that
get to
Hungary-
the next
Come on
We'll
for
get
Germany.
to
Did you see that?
Netherlands. We
The
will
Hungarian.
get to
What about the
Netherlands
Hungarian number 9?
You don't think the lines are over? You don't think
Let's
the
What
lines are
about
over?
the lumberjack?
Looks like Brock Lesnar for flip's sake.
You
Now,
don't-
It looks like he's a step up of one strongest man.
speaking of number 9s, yeah.
Wait,
It looks like he
wait.
won a convertible with
We'll
2002.
we'll
Hammer.
talk about Scotland. There was none. The defense thought they could just break legs and it'll be all right. Fam, what is the defender thinking?
The midfield let Tony Cruz have about 100 attempts at a pass.
Listen, if you're
What are
gonna
we
go out,
doing?
yeah, if you're gonna go out, yeah, at least go out playing football, bro.
Go out swinging. Go out
Go
swinging.
out swinging, bro.
Oh, he's me. Oh my God.
Hey, what's happened?
I'm going to let you see it, my
wait,
friend.
wait
John.
for you,
I'm gonna
mate.
let
Hey,
you see it, John.
Mbaps, is that Mbaps? Yeah, Mbaps.
What,
Mbaps.
dude?
Oh, he's missed it.
How has he missed it? How has he missed it?
Guys,
How's he
see
missed
that?
it?
What have I been telling you
Oh
guys?
my
Kylian
God.
Mbappe has never scored at the European Championship.
Yo,
Guys, lift the curse. Lift the curse. You spiritual people.
Killy, bro.
Lift the
What
curse.
is
People abandoned him. Some people
Killy,
abandoned
what's
him.
going
You
on, bro?
spiritual
Oh my
people.
God.
For those that ain't watching or are listening post game, Kylian Mbappe threw on goal, clear as a bird, free as day.
Brother, that's an awful
And
miss,
he,
bro.
Do you know
swings
what,
it
yeah?
wide. He
Do you know what?
swings it wide.
It's one of those
It's-
misses
It's
where
an awful miss.
you know, in the Bible it says if you haven't forgiven someone, leave your offering at the altar and go and forgive that person because that's just not forgive. It's unforgiveness. That's what that is. That's an unforgiveness curse. That's what that is.
And the thing is,
Mbappe's 1-on-1 with what 20 yards to run.
the thing is, yeah, this is not even like one of them chances that a player of Mbappe's quality should score. No,
Should score.
a
No.
player of Che Adams' quality should score this. Like it's a
I wouldn't go that
gimme.
far, but hey.
I get what you meant. I get what you meant.
1-on-1.
We get what you meant.
No, but you can use any other player. No, Adams, man. He's dead. But anyways, I get it.
You don't got to chill on Che Adams. You got to chill on
Nah,
Che
yeah,
Che
no,
Adams
no,
wouldn't- hey,
needs-
Che Adams would have burst past my man like that, bro.
Yeah, for real. First of all, he wouldn't be through on goal. You think he's gonna do a turn? and
Put 24 Connor Salmon, you know? Loud me, man.
Okay.
Loud me.
on a slab.
Back to the Scotland thing. Back to the Scotland thing. Guys, they got slapped. innit?
24 play Kevin Jones. But
They were wrapped up. Germany were ready for the fight, innit? They were ready for the opening day.
Do you know the thing is though? I'm disappointed.
Clarkey disappointed me. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I like
Do you know why?
Clarkey.
Do you know why? Because you know
now you guys are overreacting. Just get
Why?
over it.
no.
Why?
Why?
Because Germany was the hardest game in their group. They were never expected to beat Germany.
But they didn't turn up for a fight.
It was always the L on the cards. Like you lick your wounds, you move on.
Not 5-1.
An L is an L.
detrimental.
Yeah? An L is an L, but Oscar, they didn't come for the war.
Come on.
There
This
were
is
people.
opening game.
There were Scottish
No.
people pissed in the away end who would have put in a better performance than some of those players, no doubt. Half
Yeah.
cut.
Half cut.
They've been,
Yeah.
they've been on the lash all day in kilt. You know what I'm saying? They would have one shot of the iron brew of Robin's iron brew. They would have put in a shift. 11 out of 10
guys.
Because you know why? They would have fought for the badge, bro. They would have fought for the flag.
The flag.
You're acting like these guys weren't fighting for the flag. They're fighting
Bro,
for
allow
the
me.
Allow the
badge.
What fight?
Bro, to get bonked 5-1. Let's have it right, man.
More than half the game.
What did Andy Robertson say after the game?
What did he say?
I saw a quote. I can't confirm if it's true or not. It was just quoted on Twitter that he said, he said at one point in the game, I thought, geez, we're the Scots, not the Jews. Jesus.
No, he didn't.
Why would
Why would you repeat that? Why would you say that?
I was saying that's what it's what was said. I don't know.
Why would you repeat that?
I'm just saying that's what was said.
We, the Top 4 podcast, do not want to repeat what was said
Oh, bro.
from that man, because
I don't know what-
that is.
I don't even know. Don't say that, man. I'm quoting something I read.
Yeah, don't quote stupid things.
Okay then.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. But anyway, moving swiftly on. You lot are being too harsh on Scotland. They'll come back in the next couple of games. Look. You know what it's like when you're trying to be compact, try to defend. All of a sudden, you find yourself 1-0 down.
It's a
It's a long
championship
game.
team,
It's a long
man.
way back. And they got a red card, bro. They were 10 men against Germany. Opening day.
3-0 weren't that 3-0?
It was 3-0.
No, the red card made it 3-0. It was 2-0 up until the red.
2-0. But they were camped in their half like it was the 85th minute, defending a 1-0 lead.
We all get things wrong.
These men were camped in their own half for 90 minutes of football.
No, bro, like that was the game. The game plan was soak up pressure, 2 banks of 4, sit deep. You know what I mean? Hit Che Adams on the break. It didn't work. Okay, it didn't work. But let's not sit here and act like this is the worst performance we've ever seen. Right?
For an opener.
If you turn up to a world stage tournament and you rock up with a performance like that, I am sorry. That's a disgrace. And every Scotsman and woman would have not stood for that. None of them. None of them would have stood for that.
I can say, hand of my heart, they are the worst team at this tournament.
No, they're
So
not.
they had the worst performance. They had the
what
worst
we're
performance.
doing?
No. I'm just saying they had the worst performance I think I've ever seen in a long time at a stage, Oscar. At the stage.
All right. Let game week 2. They're very unfortunate because they're in a very tough group, but I think they'll give a lot more fight in the second.
I can't believe you've defended the performance. The performance was
I haven't defended the performance. Like you said, I've not defended the performance.
But that's what we're rinsing. We're rinsing their performance.
Let's not go
We're not going overboard. We're rinsing their performance. Oscar,
they're the worst team in the tournament.
Okay, their performance was pathetic and shambolic.
It was.
Thank you very much. They didn't come to get anything. They came there and they freaking laid down, all of them. Laid down. We got Angus Gunn eating a Scottish bubble gum, trying to palm the ball.
Why was his mouth blue?
Why was his mouth blue? Why was it blue?
Let's move on from Angus.
Kieran Tierney, I know he's Arsenal, but he celebrated getting a block inside the 3rd minute.
Yeah.
3rd minute, and he was like this. And I was like, wait a minute. No, that's the wrong mindset. We're not celebrating a clearance at the 3rd minute.
They came for a point. When you go 1-0 down, there's nothing you could do with that mindset. you came in to not concede, and then you conceded 1. It's over. Everybody got a plan to get punched in the face. It's over.
They got banged 5 times, my bro.
But
that was a
honestly,
slaughter I've ever seen one. A slaughter.
Unfortunately, I couldn't judge Germany from this game.
I know you can't. Unfortunately, you can't.
Yes, you can. Germany were excellent.
They were excellent, but
they were excellent.
But we know that we know we can't. You can't tell me where you think Germany will go in this tournament based on that performance. Because as much as they were good, Oscar, they're not going to get another Scotland in this tournament. They're not going to get another Scotland performance in this tournament.
Yeah, but that's they might in the next round.
All right, you live off the fumes. They can have the Munich opium right now, and that's fair enough. Happy days.
Look,
but they know full well that was not a real test. They know full well.
The rest of that group is Hungary, Switzerland, which are better teams than Scotland. Let's be clear. However, in the next round following that, they're going to be facing third place teams. So there is some dross that's going to be coming through to the next round. So I just think, let's watch Scotland against Switzerland, see how they perform.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
And we'll
one takeaway from this game. One takeaway from this game, a positive. Bring me that semi.
Kai Havertz scores again.
Move. Yes, I don't care about that. Woo! Bring me that semi-automated offside immediately, blood.
1,000%.
Oh my God. Bring it quickly.
The positives of this game was Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz. They were absolutely
fantastic,
delicious.
Another one that I've got on my football manager. Wirtz, bruv. You're done, no?
Delicious.
And
I was going to say.
Guess how much I'm going for?
How much?
On a free, mate. Like, come on.
What kind of nonsense?
Oscar, you were talking about nines. That full crew goal, I said, oh, okay. Okay. Hello.
The nines are back.
Who are you? Who are you to be doing like that?
Return of the nine.
Yeah, man. They got the other guy off the pitch, brought on a real nine, and you saw what happened.
What do you mean? Havertz was top notch.
Why did you lie and say he was man of the match? Why did you lie?
No, because I heard he was.
Theo, you got to stop saying things that you hear, because clearly you're hearing misinformation.
Listen, do you know what it is? It's exactly why I messaged in the group, because as soon as I heard it, I went ping straight.
This guy comes to the group and said Havertz man of the match. I said, hold on.
Yeah, BBC
that's the game that I watched. I watched Jamal Musiala carry the ball out. Anyway, all right. How can you miss out on Musiala and Bellingham combo in the middle? Musiala wanted to go to Germany. What do you guys want?
Now, it is a bit of a stinker, though, because he played through all the English systems.
But he's German. I saw a bunch of Chelsea fans getting upset, like, how do we let Musiala go? It's like, we didn't let him go. He went with his family to Germany. Like, what do you
had him as late as 2019, though. That's to be fair.
Yeah. It's 2019.
Guys, he moved back home.
The thing is, you lot were too busy having a frigging hard one about Cho that you forgot about Musiala. That was the problem.
Whoa. Is this another? Hold on. Is this another Chelsea Academy product?
Yes, because Cobham's the elite, one of the most elite academies going.
Your club is dumb, bro.
How is it dumb? No,
your club is stupid.
It's got
Look how much world-class players have come from your. Stop talking, bro.
Use your brain. Use your brain. You're making yourself sound dumb. When it comes to Chelsea selling our product, we're stupid. If you want to talk about Gerhi,
how much did you get for Musiala?
We didn't sell him. Use your brain.
So you didn't get any money then,
guys.
No. I'm talking about England in general. Like, he played through all the English.
I don't give a damn.
He doesn't want to play for England. Like, what? I don't understand what you guys want. You want.
Enticed the brother a little bit. He just let him go. Like, you saw what he could.
It was all about.
And he's English. And he's English as well. He's German and English.
Bro, he's not English. He's not English.
But he had a choice.
Yeah, he had a choice because he grew up in England. He wanted to go to Germany. Like, what do you guys want? I don't know what you guys want.
Anyway, let's move on.
Other group.
Let's move on.
Hungary, Switzerland, yeah?
Let's talk about the other scores.
That's that Hungary number 9. Who is he?
Brock Lesnar. That's Brock Lesnar. They've literally got him off the WWE card and just said, yeah.
Who is this guy?
What's the next game, Pete?
Yeah, we're talking Hungary losing 3-1 to Switzerland.
Obviously, no. I said, what's the next game?
Okay.
Wow.
It's true though.
Oh, for flip's sake, bro. What is this nonsense, man? Oh, fuck.
Question. Should Austria have had a penalty?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Why was that not given?
I think
that's a crazy foul.
Who's VAR? If it's English, mate, actually no, it's not going to be English because man's thing in it.
It's like a crazy foul.
Not entirely sure. Okay, Spain beating Croatia 3-0. Goals from Morata, Fabian Ruiz, and Carvajal.
That 16-year-old. What are we saying?
Oh, Yamal.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Big up to him, man. 16 years of age. rocking up at
the
big
comment
stage.
saying earlier saying that Spain won all that. I watched that game and I thought Spain were a bit fluid still. So
Spain were, listen, they made Croatia look like some dibby team.
Yeah,
Spain
looked good. Spain were in control. They created a lot of chances. They should have scored more than they did. So I think it was a very impressive performance from them. Watching Yamal do what he's doing at that age, it is like he's very good. So he's not like he's a world-class player right now, but he's a good level. And if he's going to play these tournaments as starting, bro, it's mad. Yeah, it's mad. Are you guys mad at Morocco?
What? Did they let him go? Was it him?
That's Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are mad at You're not mad at Morocco?
Why was he on Morocco's books though? Was he actually on the books?
He moved to Spain when he was like 7, I think.
Yeah. So did he ever play a game for Morocco? Under 12s, under 18s, whatever.
Probably not.
There we go.
Something like Musiala.
Stop
like that. Right.
I love Ernie's comments because I feel like he's been 16 forever. Every time
he has been 16 for about 5 years. I'll make you right. I'll make you right there, Ernest, because I did have to look back and think, wait, is that the same one I saw in the Champions League? So then I googled. I was like,
there is reports that he lied about his age because there's a photo of him celebrating like his 11th birthday in a Barcelona kit that came out 3 years after.
Like, bro, I love those.
Hold on, if that kit was out, that means he can't have been 11 because there's stuff like that. But I think he's genuinely 16. I don't know. Man.
He's nearly 20 years younger than me, and he's playing at the Euros.
Don't think about it that way. You ruin your own day. Don't do that.
It's ruined.
Don't do it to yourself. Lamine Yamal will be 16 for several years to come. He's part of a special group of players who transcend time and space in itself. Assad said, Oscar, is it me or is this Cucurella guy just too dodgy? I don't know if he's good or not. I think he's very good for international football. I think second half, he was very dangerous for Spain. And he did some good defensive blocks. I think, shout out to the guy. Good for him getting this spot. Peter, you also lied. You said David Raya would be the number 1 for Spain.
Shocking scenes. He has the number 1 shirt. He has the number 1 shirt for Spain.
Well, guess what? He doesn't have the number 1 shirt at Arsenal when he starts. So maybe it's the inverse. Who knows?
Yeah, ironically, innit? I know Simon played the last tournament, but
I told you, Unai Simon, but you weren't hearing it.
No, because David Raya has number 1 on the back of his shirt. I'll tell you what, let's throw number 22 in there instead.
Guys, can we just think that France don't start Camavinga or Tchouaméni?
They don't still.
Who is it? Is it Rabiot and
they got Rabiot, Conte, and Griezmann as a 3.
Antoine.
Well, this guy was playing Matuidi left wing,
Bro, you can't argue with a winning formula, can you?
No, you can't. To be fair, you can't. You won the World Cup.
Man, look at you and say, yeah, but I won the World Cup, though. So, just shut up.
In the other game, Italy, the holders, 2-1 win against Albania. Goals from Benzrami for Albania.
Them Albanians, yeah. Varela. Them Albanians, 20 seconds in. I would have loved to be in that crowd.
What scenes?
As soon as I got the pizza in the oven, bro, the Italians turned it around just in good nick.
What flavor was it?
So obviously we had a bit of prosciutto, we had a bit of peppers in there as well. We threw in some red onion for good measure. Obviously you got the marinara sauce, mozzarella for the base underneath, and then stuck that right in there. A little bit of pepperoni as well.
What are we thinking of this new defender that everyone's raving about?
Calafiori! What do you mean new? Get out of here! Get out of here! You guys who don't even watch, get out of here! Get the out of here!
Yeah, tell us about him.
I just wanted to see it to start. I just wanted to see it to start.
Solid season in Serie A. His team's obviously gone into the Champions League this season. Bologna. Who knows if he'll stay there? It all depends. But the Sergio Ramos of Italy right now. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
Sergio Ramos of Italy. You watch it, mate.
Pete, you almost
very physical.
When Robin said new, you were like, oh, he's not new. However, that is only his 3rd cap.
Third cap.
Excellent from him to stop right. And it's kind of like a Mark Gurhey story. Obviously, he's probably further along his journey, but
exactly that. Yeah.
Actually, he's not further along his journey. They're about same place.
No, because
I think
you know what? I'm kind of happy because we all thought, right, Chiellini and them, man, they've left. What is next for Italy?
Come
And then
on,
they
mate.
found another
This guy,
one.
when he was at Roma,
Yeah.
bro, they were talking about him in 2020 when he was at Roma. They were like, "This is the next one, bro. The next
In
one."
fairness, if there's one
Next
thing the
one.
Italians can produce, it's a decent thing.
How
I
dare?
feel like-
How
yeah,
dare they?
I
How
never
dare
had
people
doubt.
question? How
I
dare
never
people
had
question?
doubt. they
And the
would
thing is, and
produce-
you know what's so funny? They last 20 years
Defenders.
each. They all last 20 years. So Bonucci has been playing football for Italy for however long. So has Bonucci, Chiellini as well. But you know what I mean? Before that, we had Nesta, we had Maldini. People was-
Maldini. Before that, it was Baresi. Come on, man.
Costa
Come on,
Curta,
man.
come on,
Costa Curta, remember the man there?
come on, huh? Albertini, they don't know. They don't know.
No, homie.
They don't know.
Mir-
Bastoni.
Mirad-
Now we've got Bastoni and Caliafiori. Come on.
We get it, Pete. They're centre backs. We get it.
20 years, Oscar. 20 years. Chelsea will be knocking on both their doors. 20 years.
What do you mean 20 years?
20 years they'll be playing for Italy for 20 years, for the next 20 years.
I thought I was going to say Chelsea have already knocked on both of their doors, but yeah,
Damn right they have.
Chelsea have already made those phone calls. But yeah, Mirad is out here stealing tweets as his own, to pass off as his own, which I'm not happy about. That's plagiarism. Ofsted would not be happy with that one. He said, "You can tell me that Morata is playing for Juve, Atletico, Al Hilal, Napoli. I believe you. You could tell me."
You need to do speech marks, word for word, bar for bar.
Bro, I read all of these tweets, Murad. They didn't come from your account, so
Soldier Boy will go mad.
you could tell me his first tournament was in the 2010 World Cup, and I'd say I know. This is word for word what I read on Twitter, by the way.
So, Moran, that makes me question: has anything you said been yours?
The
The
thing
only
is,
that's yours is champions elect, and that's it.
if you ask me about him, I think he's a very funny guy. But now I'm questioning everything.
Question everything.
You know what I mean?
Can we talk about Depay's headband, please?
God.
You know what I mean? It's a 20v1 if we've got to slap people that right with you, you know? But anyway,
We have to actually spend time on that lot. On that friggin'
The
is that
Netherlands.
right? Is that right?
Yeah, it's the next game. Netherlands, Poland. Obviously.
Poland won the Netherlands, or is it Netherlands? I don't know what they're called. 2-1
Orange.
and Weghorst with 7 minutes from time with the winner.
I'm gonna ask.
Sorry, just Robin,
There you go,
on your
yeah,
point about the headband, before we move on to the actual football. I'm so happy Memphis Depay is doing what he's doing, man. I'm so happy that he's just got effortless joy. The guy plays football. He dates Laurie Harvey. He raps. He wears, you know what I mean? He was wearing the Allen Iverson headband. Like, the guy does what he wants to do, and I love it.
The man them are calling him a point guard in a football game.
They find it so crazy.
I'm sick
That's
of it.
crazy.
But
That's
he's been around
crazy.
forever.
Yeah, he does what he wants to do, man. I
He was at
love it.
United, Barca, crazy. PSV before that.
Do you know what?
Baraka's called him a LeBron wannabe. But why not? LeBron's a great
what?
person to look up to. Why wouldn't you want to be LeBron?
Do you know what pisses me off about Memphis Depay?
Oh, what?
Oh,
Because you know, like you're happy to see him living his life, having his headband, making his songs. The thing is, I don't need to see you when you're doing anything. Okay, you've won nothing.
Right.
I don't want any part of Memphis Depay a part of my life. I'm sick and tired and done. with it. I don't want. You know how you're happy? I'm not happy. You can do what? I don't want to see you a name.
But can I tell you why I'm happy?
Why are you happy?
He doesn't play for my club.
Ah,
So
okay.
I can just enjoy all of the antics that he gets up to.
fine.
And he's not moving like his boy Quincy Promise. He's not out here doing crazy stuff. Like, he's doing stuff that's a bit eccentric, but you know, it's a bit of personality, it's a bit of flair, man. Let him
Mate,
wear a
no,
headband.
Do you know what I see when I see that? You're not a serious guy, bro.
You're not a serious guy, man. I don't want you in the dressing room.
That's
I
what I
don't
said.
want him.
Not in my team, but at a European tournament, yeah.
Listen,
bring it on.
are you saying what's good for Oscar is not good for your football club? Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're doing?
I'm saying I don't support the Netherlands in any way. So if they're telling me they want a dude to run up on there with a headband, yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it.
Bunch of clowns. Bunch of clowns.
Listen, the Netherlands, they had a good start. Gakpo got his goal. I thought,
Police.
okay, they're doing their thing. Obviously, Poland scored first, and you saw my message. I was like, "Come on, guys, you've attacked the goal, and you've let Poland. Lewandowski left Poland, by the way, go ahead of you." So, but in the end, I put the message in the chat. Like, are there just players that are generally just tournament players only? Because Wout Weghorst is a terrible player. Yet when it comes to the Netherlands, he's there.
Why do you United man love to do this?
Rub him out, bro.
Because he ain't good enough for you, he's terrible. Wow,
plays for
Weghorst is an
Burnley.
accomplished striker.
He's trying to career goals.
Bro, he's an accomplished striker. Why is he
Would you take him? Would you take him? Would you take him?
No, but that's the point I'm making.
Oscar.
This is the point I'm making, Robin. Just because he wouldn't play for my club doesn't mean you're whack.
Oscar, let me ask you a question, and it's just simple yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Should Wout Weghorst be having the number 9 shirt for the Netherlands?
Yes.
You're a disgrace.
Oh,
friggin' disgrace.
Question. Can I ask you a question? Which Netherlands international should be wearing the number 9 shirt right now?
What, over Wout Weghorst? Out over Wout Weghorst. The first one that comes to mind, I didn't even think. He plays for Bournemouth. His name is Justin Kluivert. That's just off the bat.
Nepotism at his finest.
Oh, come on.
I'm having
not even a centre forward.
Number 9.
I'd play him number 9 over Wout Weghorst.
At least Zirkzee, bro. Just
I was gonna say Dumfries over there.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, you're taking the right back who is dying to be a right winger. You want to put him as your number 9?
Over him. That's how I feel.
You see, no, guys, can I tell you why this is absolute nonsense? Yeah.
Yes, Oscar.
We've seen Wout Weghorst score crucial goals for Netherlands in the World Cup that's just gone, and now he's done it again in the Euros. And you're criticizing him why? Because he had a bad stint at Man United.
I asked you, and I said, are there players that are just like tournament specialists?
Yeah,
that's my question.
And I'm saying, my answer to that was no. Wout Weghorst has an accomplished club career. He just didn't perform at Man United. That's like there are players that are tournament specialists.
He hasn't performed for Burnley either.
Let me see. What did
the Premier League ain't everything.
Who did Netherlands take to the Euros up front?
Memphis Depay, Goldie Cap, Wout Weghorst. Any questions?
Peter, you're the Syria correspondent. Zirkzee batted up Syria all year.
True.
Yeah.
He nearly made the squads because Frankie de Jong, a central midfielder, is injured.
Yeah, that's true.
What's going on here?
I forgot he was Dutch, in all honesty.
Well, because he had time at Bayern.
They also have Brian Bobby as well. Brian Bobby as well.
We got Daniel Marlin. We could have him in there.
No, we couldn't. This is stop it, guys.
Holland are bleeding, you know.
They are bleeding. They've been bleeding for years.
I could understand this if you just saw the team sheet and saw Weghorst there. But the fact that you watched the game in which he came off the bench and won them the game, like, what more do you guys want?
No. I just asked, is there just tournament players? That's all I was just asking.
Do you remember?
I think it's one of them.
Remember the short free kick against Argentina?
Oh, how could I forget?
It's in the veins, bro. That's a legendary moment.
Anywho, back to the Netherlands.
We've spent way too long talking about such an irrelevant country. I'm so sorry. Why are we still here? Why are we still here? What do you mean? It's Robinho's fault. He's saying, anyway, back to the Netherlands. What else do you have to add? What else have you got to add?
I thought that they were playing pretty decent and they came back, but they will be a very frustrating team to watch. That's all I want to say.
Welcome to my world of watching the Netherlands since 1998.
Do you know who isn't a frustrating team to watch? Slovenia and Denmark. I enjoyed that game.
Things, obviously, seeing Eriksen score poetic stuff at the Euro. Denmark's first goal, scored by the man who was literally left dying in Copenhagen and comes back and scores for the Danes. Big up to Eriksen. But yeah, Slovenia, you know what I'm saying? Never say die attitude, and they were still on it, mate. So that's looking like a tasty one over there, lads. You know what I mean? Denmark and Serbia. Watch out for your Slovenians, mate, because they are they're looking good. I'm actually genuinely wondering like who's actually gonna go through with England in this group, because I can't split the three. I genuinely cannot.
I think
that's a huge game. Serbia versus is it Slovenia? That's a huge game Slovenia. On Thursday. That's a huge game.
It'll be huge
because I think England will beat Denmark.
Yeah, the team that did surprise me today, and all they know is bangers, because that's all they scored, was Romania.
Romania gave Ukraine a beating.
They gave them. They said hello,
Guys. And you know what's funny? As the goals went in, I was doing my best to. I'm doing my best to behave right now, guys.
Oh.
I'm doing my best to behave right now.
Yeah, please, just chill out.
I did scream on the
I'm not
first
going to
one.
say
I was
anything.
like, wow.
I'm not going to say anything.
Don't say anything you read on Twitter. Don't.
This is straight from the hip. This ain't nothing I've read or
This is off the dome.
This is off the dome. But when Ukraine were getting pumped, yeah, I said, nah, you know what? It's too easy. I said, it's too friggin' easy.
Yeah,
That first goal, I was like, okay, hello.
I'm a little
Who are you? Where have you come from?
I need to watch the goals back because I was at work when this was on. Did Zinchenko cry?
Wow, I'll leave that to you.
I didn't see that. In all honesty, I didn't see that.
Oh, I saw a tweet that alluded to the fact that he cried, but I don't know. Could have been another time when he cried.
But Romania bangers.
Oscar, ask about
Absolute
Modric's performance. I want you to find out. Ask about Modric's performance.
Oh, I heard Modric was trash, but what happened?
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah,
I heard he was meaty.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Ukraine making the Euros is a miracle. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that they were in this tournament, I said, "Wait, playing their games where? Where was their home games?" Could someone tell me?
It was all in Germany.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, just we don't need to go into this.
But we don't. I've told you where it is. It was all in Germany.
I'll never understand why. He has to.
It's not even
Let's move on.
It's not even like you said Poland. At least they're neighbours. Man said they played their home games in Germany.
Yeah, let's move
Why
on.
do you have to teach it on the line every time?
Yeah, man.
Listen,
We're
guys,
moving on.
He's got to try the goal a couple of times.
Adrian, why are you entertaining it? Let's move on.
You're outside the ring and the referee's counting down from 10.
Yeah, you're entertaining
He is
it.
getting
Why?
in the ring at 9.5. He's just getting early. You don't need to be in the danger zone. You don't need to be there.
The thing is, I've been through on goal with this Ukrainian side about 6 times today.
We don't need to.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't.
We can speak about the.
Sorry for the spoiler. They wondered why N'Golo Kante was in the starting lineup. That's flipping why, man. N'Golo
Kante. Oh, yeah, I love it. By the way, Romania won 3-0 in case anybody didn't know this. I guess my surprise so far of this tournament, because that was a good beating.
Let's talk about this team, shall we? The Belgian Red Devils.
Oh, you know what? I was waiting for a team to get. You know, like in every tournament, a big team gets beat, right? A big team gets beat by somebody underdog. And I said to myself, you know what? Oh, this could be France's night because nobody big's been beaten yet. 2-2s now. I come home from work. 2-2s now. I'm home from work, blood, and I'm seeing the Red Devils, blood, yeah, in maroon red wine currant kit. Looking to try to break down. Who were they playing against? Friggin' was it who did they play against?
Slovakia.
Trying to break down Slovakia, blood. I said, it's a whole.
Do you guys remember what I said last week on the podcast? Flipping heck.
Oh, straight in the iris.
Goodness me, dude, color. These guys are bleeding hard way. This is insane. Robin, are you seeing this?
I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
Oscar, I thought Kante scored. I thought you scored for the goal.
No. He just made an excellent clearance. Do you see it?
Yeah, I've just seen the clearance. I was like, wait, was that what you was on about?
Because that was the game. That was the game right there. Shout out to N'Golo Kante. And people were questioning, why is Kante in the squad? He plays in Qatar. Because he's elite. That's why. He's elite.
The bleeding, it's like WrestleMania 2000. I mean,
bro,
you are bleeding.
This is Ric Flair 92 Royal Rumble. Just hard way blood.
With a tear.
Hey, yay.
My
God.
This is the greatest moment.
What's happened there?
In my life.
He got shoulder barge.
Man got a broken nose on that, bro.
No, I mean, he went to head the ball and then he heads the other players. There's no foul there. There's no foul there at all. But the blood was pouring from Mbappe's head. That's got to be a concussion. He's got to be out for 3 games.
It's just a nosebleed. I think that's what it is.
I want him out for the
broken
tournament.
nose.
I want him out for the tournament.
You want him out for the tournament.
Yeah, he's got to be out. First of all, we're not getting Mbappe's first European Championship goal tonight.
Well, Oscar, out of curiosity, Why are you mentioning, and you two, Peter, why are you mentioning Kante and not Saliba? Just out of curiosity.
Oh,
Just out of curiosity, that's all.
yeah. No,
Good night.
where was Saliba? Where was Saliba in that? Because I didn't see him in that. I didn't see him.
I mean, I'm barely watching the game because I'm trying to do a part.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I'm doing a part.
Anywho, can we talk about Lukaku, please?
Okay,
No,
cool.
just because when Saliba doesn't play good, Peter's
No,
better.
I don't care about France right now. I want to talk about Belgium and big chance miss Lukaku. Did you see how many chances?
In fairness to Lukaku, right? He scored twice. He scored twice. Okay,
one of them was blatant offside, and the other was handball.
You say blatantly offside, Robin. It was not blatantly offside.
The rules are the rules.
Can I say something right now? Can I say something right now? You know that semi-auted offside thing. Do you know what I think? One thing I've come to learn: these men can fake any decision they want. Because although they show us the animated version of where Lukaku was standing,
but they also showed the real version first.
Oh, they did not. When they showed the real life thing, they didn't show any lines. There was nothing.
They're not showing lines this year.
It was just your naked eye.
Yeah,
it's hope.
They're not showing lines. We just have to trust that the semi-automated thing is working.
I can't lie to you. When I saw the animated version of Lukaku's offside, I said he was offside. He was never offside. He was never that far offside. Under no circumstances was he that far offside.
He was offside.
These man can move the needle. Let me tell you that right now.
Offside. Second one, handball. The rules are the rules.
Yeah, handball. Yeah, handball was a handball still. But I don't know what it is. I liked seeing Belgium get beat, bruv. I don't know why. I have nothing against them really, but I like.
So I was at work when this game kicked off, yeah, and I forgot it happened. So I said, "Oh, let me check the score." I was like 13 minutes late. I see they're 1-0 down already. I said, Belgium. And you know what my first instinct was to do? Do you know what my first instinct was? I was gonna jump in the group chat and say, "Peter, Roberto Martinez is a fraud." Then I remembered.
What's going on? What is going on?
Okay, so
why has he got a yellow card?
Mbappe, obviously, after his whole bloody nose situation, yeah, he's getting ready to come off, yeah. But as he's getting ready to come off, France are under pressure. Austria have a free kick in their end. So what Mbappe does is he comes back onto the pitch and then just sits down so that the referee has to stop the game. And the referee's like, hang on a second, nobody told you to come back on the pitch. Nobody waved you on. So he gave him a yellow card and then told him to go back off the pitch. Then the play resumed and he walked back on. It was so stupid.
So, yes. By the way, guys, have you guys heard Kylian Mbappe speak?
Yes.
In English?
Yes. Yeah.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. He sounds like General Di Michele, bro. It is hilarious.
Yeah, he does sound interesting.
Can I just say that is what you call world-class housery? That was not
brilliant. It's brilliant.
Oh
brilliant.
My god!
But if that happens against you, you're fuming.
Oh,
yeah, you're fuming.
I've got a knife outside his house ready. that is flipping hell.
He has off-the-cuff statements.
Because he literally like walked on the touchline, looked around, saw his team on the press, and said, "Nah, I'm gonna take one."
I'll come back on, and he just sat down.
Get me a bow and arrow, bro. I'm gonna take one for the team, blood. Are you mad?
That's like when Harry Kane crawled back on the pitch. Remember that?
Oh god. But yes, Belgium are the first big team to get beat at the Euros, and it was scenes of glorious emotion. I can't lie.
Guys, talk to me, because Lukaku up top, Trossard one wing, Doku the other wing, De Bruyne in the middle. You've got Andre Onana alongside who's the other player playing alongside Onana?
Was it Nam plays or something like that?
No.
Mangala.
Yes, Mangala.
Yeah, it's Mangala.
I said, guys. I looked at the team. I said, guys, Castagna, Vez. Come on, let's win this.
Nah, their defense is a shocker. I can't lie.
Why? Bro, Belgium don't make sense in my head. Why does it never work?
I don't know.
Even when they got to the semis, under in that World
18.
Cup winning the semis.
In 18, yeah.
They played okay, but you still had that game against Germany against Japan where it was 3-2. They were ahead and they let it slip, and then they're just very inconsistent. You know, I felt like they were Hazard or bust in those games. And
God, another head collision.
And now it's just like, I don't know what to expect from them. Lukaku, goodness me.
The
Guys,
misses are horrible.
He needs to lose weight.
Huh?
There's too much body fat on there. And the thing is, Oscar, I came at, you know, when you said that he was like 30 minutes played, right? Did you see the drench on this kit? You see how sweaty the kit was?
Bro, Lukaku, 5 minutes on the pitch. Sweat.
Get the carbs off.
Bro, that Inter Lukaku, that first year, when he was lean, yeah? Different proposition.
Diet, man, for goodness sake. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the slow walking jeans Tim's wearing. Lukaku. I'm sick of it.
Someone said he plays like when you just get out of the swimming pool and your trunks are still heavy.
Hang on.
It's just heavy. You're just slobbering around. That's how you play.
I can't lie. I'm sick of watching it. And the fact that they said he's still a Chelsea player, I said, I don't want to see him in the Premier League. I don't want to see him in the Premier League.
I'd love to have him back. I'd start him next season up top.
Would you actually?
100%. 100%.
Flipping
100%. Lukaku is 20 goals. But any half decent manager, Lukaku is 20 goals.
No, he is still 20 goals, but I'm sick of watching him struggle for 20 goals. I'm sick of watching the struggle. His runs are struggle.
Because
his runs are struggle. You know the tap-ins he scored. You know the tap-in he scored, right? It looked like the hardest thing he'd ever done all week. It was
now we're going overboard. Lukaku put a ball back in the net twice, and everyone's calling him the worst player in the world.
No, I didn't say that.
Did you see the chances where he should?
All I spoke about was his weight.
Yeah,
I spoke about performance.
It happens. It happens.
Why does that happen every time the lights are on him, though?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why does it happen every time? Like, we are at the big stage, and when Rom is at the big stage, we are seeing.
I think part of my gas for Belgium last week was based around the fact that game, that elimination game that they got knocked out of the World Cup, was one of the most craziest, unlucky football scenarios I've ever seen happen. I said, this cannot happen again, surely this Belgian team will get it right. Surely Lukaku will just bury all these chances to erase the demons that are still hanging in his head from the World Cup. But it happened again today. It's happened again.
Do you know what? I think you know what the answer is? Antonio Conte, Napoli. That's the answer.
Okay,
that's the answer.
But what's the answer to Belgium's problems?
Oh, who gives a damn about Belgium?
I do. They're great.
Get Trossard home as soon as possible. That's what I give a damn.
Nah, you want Belgium in the last stages.
Do you though?
Yes.
What's latter? What were we talking? Last 16?
I want to see them at least in the last 8.
Flipping hell. Taking
waters. But don't you guys want to watch the best player? Like I don't want to sit here and watch, France have been drawn against Slovenia and then this team have been drawn against Romania. Like I don't want to see that. I want to see the best players in the last stages.
You're an elitist guy, bro.
I am elitist, yes. I want the best players playing football in the higher stages. I'm elitist.
Well, guess what? If Slovenia make their last 8, they're bloody good, aren't they? How about that? Yeah, they are. But I'm not saying anyone should get there not on merit. I'm saying, look, if Belgium are crap, by all means, kick them out. I'm not saying nobody should get there, but I'm saying I'm more excited by the better tie. For example, last week I explained to you guys that we could have had a World Cup semi-final of Argentina versus Brazil, but Croatia knocked out Brazil, so we didn't get that. And yes, on merit, Croatia should have gone through. But I get your point, but Oscar, Belgium are not. They've never. They're like Holland.
Oh.
They're like Holland. Do you know what I mean?
They're like Holland.
They don't rise to the occasion.
That's fine, but I still want to see them in the later stages.
Oh, you want to see them not rise? Okay, fine.
No, I want to see De Bruyne and Lukaku in a quarters or a semi. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
I don't want to see Romania centre forward. I don't know who my man is. I don't want to see them man there with the coloured hair. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody was loving it, but when Morocco got to the semis, I was like,
yeah, let's have it right. You
see, Peter agrees when it's Africa. Why? Think about it. Crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
You agree though. You understand my point when I bring Morocco, but you didn't get it before.
Wow.
Hey, Giroud, blood.
Yeah. I was gonna scream. I thought Giroud was gonna bury it home, man. Yeah, not saying France are playing shocking, guys. France are not playing well.
They're not.
They're not playing well.
Austria should have.
Sorry. Let me rephrase that. The boogeyman not playing well.
Oh, they're definitely not the boogeyman. Yeah, definitely not.
Romania,
Robert needs to hold that one. You need to hold that one.
Romania, the boogeyman.
Yeah, it does. And when it's Croatia, it's merit, but when it's Morocco, it's.
No, you brought up Croatia. You brought up Croatia. What I said was, Oscar, I don't give a damn about Belgium. That's what I said.
No, you said, don't you want the teams to be there on merit? But when I brought up Morocco, you didn't want to hear merit. You understood my point.
No, what I'm saying, I get your point anyway. What I'm saying to you is that Belgium is not in that conversation of the final 8. They shouldn't be.
They are. They're the top 8 teams in this. They're the top 8 teams.
Oscar, here's the reality. They shouldn't be.
Why shouldn't they be?
Because why should they be? They're not there, are they?
Because Doku plays for the best team in England. Trossard plays for the second best. Lukaku scored 100 flipping league goals and won a Scudetto. Flipping De Bruyne is one of the best players in the world. Like, come on, that's their front 4. That's the front 4 that I want to see.
Name the back 5.
I don't care. They got Vase and flipping Castagno.
You call him fast blood. They don't even call him Vase. They call him fast blood because he's in the championship.
I don't need to explain myself any further. You don't know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, Belgium. I don't care. If I'm dead serious, bro, I don't care.
I don't want to see Greece.
I want to see them Slovaks blood. You know what I'm saying? I want that proper Viking football blood. I need Serbia. You know them way there. Like when Romania bang up man 3-0, I need to see that. I need that in my life.
I'm cool with it in the group stage. After that, get going.
See you later, mate.
Get going.
Well, no Dan Petrescu, no. Oh, I see how it is.
Dan Petrescu's a long time ago. Dan Petrescu's such a legend. Do you know what his daughter's name is?
Go on.
Chelsea. Oh, he's a legend.
He's a loser.
He named his daughter Chelsea. What a flipping legend.
Nah, come on, man. That's cold. That's cold stuff.
Is he the loser? Right. I think that's all the games we've actually covered. All the games we've actually covered. All right.
Down to the end of game week. Well, they say match week.
Kante was flipping man of the match, bro. Captain the team off the pitch.
Yep. France win the game 1-0. That's all done and dusted. Guys, the game's tomorrow. Turkey at home. I say at home. What's the matter with me? Turkey. So tomorrow there's only 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock game. That's annoying. There's no 2 o'clock game.
We've done all the first weeks, mate.
So Turkey against Georgia. That should be a cracking game. And then Portugal against Czech Republic. That should be also a blinder as well.
The Portuguese.
Looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to some blockbuster Euros. Guys, I think we're more or less done here. There's not really much else to add.
I got nothing else.
Team of the first group.
I'll turn it in.
I'll turn it in, right?
I got it. I knew he was going to do something.
All I will say, though, not that guy.
Not that guys. We had to not that guys.
Friggin' the Dutch fans, absolute friggin' morons. Look, what about Holland? Oh, you don't know what they got up to this week?
They were on vibes.
They were honoring. Oh,
no, those fans. Them
lot honoring Ruud Gullit. How do you think they done that? How did they show their appreciation for Ruud Gullit?
Oh, yeah. They went full on Roddy Rowdy Piper, mate.
Full on Rowdy Piper.
Blackface.
Full on X-Pac. Yeah, blackface.
Ah, damn.
Clowns. Absolute cretins. Have you seen as well, by the way, in baseball, in the Major League Baseball in Cincinnati, a fan runs onto the pitch, right? And the police officer tases him. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Outrageous scenes. The guy's just running onto the pitch. The first
backflipped and then tased him, bro.
Oh, okay. But in their minds, though, you can be a madman. You can have anything on you.
Right, Adrian, the guy was nowhere near any baseball player. It's an open field. He's backflipped in front of you. So all you have to do was grab him.
Tackle,
bruv. He was right.
Instead, he got the taser gun and tasered him to the ground.
Speaking of police and who you had to do, yeah. What did you guys think about that clip circulating about how the police got rid of the runaway cow?
Metropolitan Police, you're not that, bro.
What did they do?
They rammed the cow.
I can't lie. I thought that was banner.
They rammed the
cow
over
the car, bro.
Standard, bro. Lick man down, bro. What's man talking about?
To keep the cow down, they put the car on top of the cow.
Lick man down, blood. What?
Bro.
There's
Go
watch the footage.
There's a couple stakes. There's a couple stakes for the man them. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Peter,
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
People were incensed, and then they went to McDonald's after.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? having the worst cuts of meat you could ever find in your life.
Cows' lives matter, bro.
Can I ask you guys on this question? Can you be what's the opposite of vegetarian? What, carnivore?
Carnivore.
Can you be someone who eats meat and be mad at animal cruelty? Can the two things? Can you happily have those two beliefs?
Bro, you can. You're not allowed to run over a cow, bro.
Yeah, like running over a cow, man.
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Running over a cow is insane.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, the cow slid. He slid down the road, blood.
So concerned as to what.
What would you rather? Would you rather a bullet? What would you rather?
How do you stop the cow? No, but how do you stop the cow?
How do we stop the cow?
Call the local farmer. Hey, come deal with this.
You see,
Oscar. By the way, animal cruelty. Yeah. If we actually deep it,
be careful what you say here, Pete.
What? Where could I be stepping over the line?
I don't want PETA on our case. That is not what I want.
Screw PETA on the adverts. Makes no difference to me.
Get the hell out of it. What animal dies in a way that you think, okay,
that's human?
There's no death. Because even if it's like a slow process or it's done in a certain way, or whether they use a knife, whether they use a rope, it's brutality. It's brutal.
Yeah, okay? I can't lie.
It's all carnage.
You're taking it away from the family.
Man, I eat meat talking about animal cruelty. I don't know.
Mental.
Animal
I'm sorry. The way that cow got hit.
I'm not gonna lie. No, Robinho, I'm not gonna lie, bruv. Yeah, God told me I've got dominion over the animal. Case closed. I have no feelings for these animals. None whatsoever.
I'm not involved.
None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You can eat all bearing things that scurry along the ground. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, G. You know what I mean?
You can't drive it over. No, Metropolitan Police, man.
David, what should they have done?
What he wants the bullet instead.
How doing anything, bruv? You can't go watch the footage, bruv.
I saw that there was one down the street.
David, can I ask you a serious question?
Go on.
What did you have for lunch today?
Actually, I've not actually eaten today, you know.
What did you have for dinner last night?
I knew it. Oscar was going to say,
what did you have for dinner last night?
He hasn't eaten.
What did I have last night?
Yeah, what did you have last night? What was that?
Yeah, the kebab, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hella meat, bro.
I'll tell you what, I had a cheeky jerk, blood.
Yes, man.
The jerk was jerking, blood. He's mad.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying? So if man are kicking chickens, you're gonna be upset.
Don't run it over, blood. Are you mad?
Listen, bro, lick man down, bro. If man needs to get killed, get me. No, for me, it's by any means necessary. You know that's how I roll. It's a Malcolm X. Animal.
For me, not that guy was the guy that woke up 4 a.m. in the stadium the next day.
Why is he not that guy?
After England.
I feel like he's player of the week.
He's player of the week.
I feel like he's
player of the week. No. Do you know how much noise is in the stadium post game? Like,
Robin, you're giving it the wrong person.
Yeah,
it's the wrong person. Security, bruv. You didn't do your sweep, bruv.
There was no sweep. There was no sweep whatsoever.
How did they not know?
How does he wake up? He wakes up and he's in the stadium.
You know, the staff at the Schalke stadium, they watched that video. They said, what stand is that? You're fired. Somebody got fired.
He was on Westgate.
Oh man, that's a shame.
That supervisor's in trouble, blood.
It's a shame, man. It's a shame.
No, but
surely he did not sleep. He didn't sleep in the seating bowl. He can't have. He must have slept in the toilet. He can't have slept in the
Even then, you're still meant to sweep the toilets.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. Yeah.
Come
on.
There might be about 10 man, that have to sweep that area, right? Do you know how many toilets are in a stadium? I just want to say there are bare toilets.
Hey, big man,
and you might, little.
Yo, big man,
I'm not hearing that.
You're talking to a security guard. Even though I do CCTV,
I hear it.
Big man, I'm kicking down every door, blood.
Every cubicle, every toilet in the stadium.
Every match day, David.
Every match day, blood.
My first thought was more so on the stadium than the person. I thought he done what he had to do.
Yeah,
if I was him, you see that video that we saw? That would have been me on the pitch. I'd have been at the centre circle doing that.
Yeah,
There's not a game playing there for another 2 days. I thought he was trying to sneak in for a game today.
No, he woke up.
I thought that's calm. The fact that he's woke up from the game that happened last night.
Did you hear the voice? It was groggy.
Okay, first of all, the voice was groggy, but he said it was 4 a.m. It was broad daylight out there.
No, I hear it. No. The sun's up. The sun's up. I've been up.
4 a.m.
The sun is up.
No, it was dark. It wasn't daylight.
Oscar,
it wasn't daylight. It was a bit bright. But the sun is
the video
up.
again. Oscar, this guy is literally. You know when the sun is
up.
It was like
it wasn't big. It wasn't big, but the sun was up. I will say that.
It was 12 o'clock.
It was rising. Huh?
It was 12 o'clock.
No. What, midday?
There are days when I've been up when it's 4 a.m. and the sun is rising. So, brother, that voice, it's 4 a.m.
The voice was groggy. The guy was asleep. We can confirm that.
Let me get a proper light breath.
You mean to tell me, blood? Yeah? You mean to tell me, blood? That is 4 o'clock in the morning. Like.
Yeah.
You're telling me 4 o'clock in the morning. Are you 4 o'clock in the morning?
It's the lights of the stadium, bro.
The lights of the stadium.
It's the lights, blood. Don't be fooled by the lights, blood. You know what I'm saying? What? So hang on. So wait.
Yeah, no, Peter. Man, I want you to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Wake up telling me. You see him.
Man, first of all, I'm not gonna do it. Come on, maniac. But first of all, secondly, you mean that man in Germany are gonna leave the lights on? The most efficient one country in the world. You think they're gonna leave lights on for jabronis like this overnight? No chance.
They're not gonna leave the lights on at midday, are they?
But my friend, it's because it's not lights. That's what I'm trying to say to you. They're not lights. This guy.
4 a.m. I wake up at 4.
Look at him. I can't see the word Schalke 04 clear as day in that. No way. No way.
No, but how has that happened? I just want to know, how has that happened?
It's the fact that he's heavy breathing as well. Like he's like,
yeah, man. He's still drunk.
Wow. Unreal scenes, Jack.
So funny, bruv.
That's unreal scenes.
Yeah, man.
Unreal scenes.
Oh, what else happened at the Euros?
That's it. We're done. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. When are we on next, guys? That's the question.
When did England play next?
I asked you if I could do Thursday. You said no, so Monday. Innit?
I can do Thursday.
I asked you this last week, bro.
No, I didn't say
so
no.
I can't do Thursday because I'll be landing. I land back in the UK at 19:55, just ready for Italy versus Spain. So I'll be ready. I'll be watching that.
Actually, I don't even know if I can do Thursday now. I don't even know.
Oh, look at him. Look who he is.
Well, I offered it. You said no, so don't do that to
me. We just convene back on Monday.
It might have to do that.
What's happening next Monday? There'll be all of the match day 2 games would have been done.
Yeah, that's
calm. The match day 3 starts on Sunday.
That's calm.
That's calm. Yeah,
we'll do it then. Anyway, people, thank you very much for joining us this week once again. Big up yourselves for joining us for the European edition. The Euros is here, people. It's live and direct. Okay, we are watching teams. We're watching the nations. We are going to see what takes place. Until Monday, 8 p.m. UK time. We'll see you. Peace.